And we are back with another session of the Scale of Fate with our Chaos crew, aka Party B. So,
That's not very nice calling us Party B. It's like saying that we're the not as important party.
I never said that.
Well, I did.
Party
Well.
B, preface derogatory.
Yes.
The slur.
Slur. So previously, you all, after arriving in the town of Springfield, and Trinket heading on her way to pursue a path of vengeance, you all did a bit of shopping around town, talking to various people, trying to get various supplies, resources, equipment, all that such. And
Balloons.
after a long day of asking around and talking to various individuals, Errol found himself getting into a bit of mischief, as he normally does. Finding a local drug dealer, infecting him with a disease, killing him, and then mutilating the body after discovering which disease he caused the individual to contract, using the vial that he had gotten back in the meat grinder. I want you all kind of reconvened within the tavern. Some of you wishing to entertain those drinking within the tavern, and others looking for something a little more on this specific night. And throughout all of that happening, Andraka, stuck with a feeling of something almost calling him to the north towards another town. So we're going to start the next morning. Who would like to go first on what you are doing on this fine morning?
I'm gonna attempt to attune to the armor. Do I need to be wearing it?
You would have to wear the armor to attune to it, yes.
Okay. I'm gonna put the armor on and attempt to do my voodoo magic.
Okay, I'm going to pull up the thing for it.
I think it's the DC 8. Oh Jesus Christ, DC 18. 6 times in an hour.
Yeah. You have to roll all 6 of those.
Right now?
Yeah, right now.
Oh shit. Okay.
It's a very
Alright,
powerful
first
piece
one.
of armor.
All right, first one. Holy fuck, that's a 19. We're getting close already. That is a 24. And that's a 9. All right.
You attempt your first hour. You can't seem to get it to attune to you. It seems to almost reject you a little bit, but it doesn't react against you in any ways. But it's not letting you bind with it, if that makes sense.
As long as it didn't attempt to kill me, that's all that matters.
As long as it doesn't kill me, I'm good.
Girls just kind of be a little disappointed there. Do I have blood on me, by the way? I don't think I cleaned up after murking the mans.
You'd probably still be a bit dirty.
Oh shit! All right. Well, yeah, I'm just gonna go and like wash up,
Okay.
and maybe is there like newspapers here? Is that a thing?
There's, you do know there's like a bulletin type board that is in town, like a news board type deal.
I might just go sit in the guild hall and see if if there's any talk going on.
We're gonna come back to you before you leave the tavern.
All right.
Leo, is there anything you would like to do on this fine morning as you wake up? Are you sleeping in?
Hard.
Card. Okay. Roll your check.
I failed.
Fair enough. All right. I feel like you rolled like a 1 or a 2. That's what I feel.
5.
Oh, just almost as bad. Not quite as bad.
Okay.
Okay.
But I mean, in some instances, that could be considered a pass. It is my favorite number, so I think it's a pass, personally. Not a pass for what I'm trying to get, but pass nonetheless.
Pass as in, I got a number that's pretty cool. That's about it.
Yeah,
Feel pretty good about myself.
I agree, actually,
I
with that
agree.
statement.
I got nothing out of this. Just a number. Number okay.
Number 5, Lodge.
Can I get a number 9? Number. No one ever will beat Big Smoke. He is forever in all of our hearts.
I might make Big Smoke.
Oh, Lord.
I'm joking. Right.
Make him for the war campaign. I think it'd be funny just to send him into Vietnam.
You send him and a bunch of other people in as like a battalion or whatever, a squad, and he's the only one that remains with 0 scratches and decimated the entire enemy team alone.
What are you gonna do when you get back to the homeland? I'm gonna order me a number 9, a number 5 line.
3 number 7s or whatever the fuck he said.
Such a long list, I don't remember. Anyways, we'll jump to Journey. Journey, you slowly stir to the sound of someone shifting about, and as you kind of open your eyes and look around, you do see the orc individual that you had hooked up with the night before, seeming to be affixing a set of armor onto herself, kind of making sure all of the straps and everything are good to go. A nice sword kind of hanging from her hip. Actually, 2 swords hanging from either hip. And a pack that is sitting on her bed currently, as she is kind of like almost preparing to leave.
Journey kind of yawns, a little stretched, and says, "You weren't planning on leaving before saying goodbye, were you?"
She kind of glances towards you. Just says, "No, I just wanted to be ready when you did get up."
That's considerate of you. Kind of think about getting up. Decide not to get up. Like, very visibly almost move to get up. And then just lay back down.
Me on a Saturday.
Say, hey, if you haven't anything else going on, you for hire?
Possibly.
I can work with possibly. Well, my party and I think we could use someone like you.
Is that so?
You know, band of brave adventurers trying to save the world from evil, just general fun stuff. Split of the loot.
She kind of nods a few times as you say that. Kind of weighing out the idea of joining.
We survived the meat grinder. That gives you any idea of our own fortitude.
You would be one of the first that I've heard that went there.
Pleases me.
I might have to take you on the offer. Since money is a little bit tight at the moment.
War is good for all the businesses except the ones that matter.
Yes, and I've not really been able to find all that much work, or anyone that would hire me at least.
Really? Someone like you not able to find work?
Employment.
Why is that? If you don't mind me prying.
Things tend to get messy whenever I get a little heated. And a lot of clients don't like that.
Well, I I don't particularly care. You want the job, you're on. But what's your particular skill set anyway? I mean, warrior, it's quite obvious. But I like to know kind of how the different cogs in my little machine fit together.
I
Did you refer to as your little machine?
he just called the party his little machine. She says, I specialize in a little bit of blood magic.
That's fun.
And that's also
Yeah.
kind of the reason I've missed out on a bit of employment. And being an outcast to my order, it hasn't helped at all.
Ooh, what order?
One second. I actually have their names, and I'm fucking blanking on it, and it's not in front of me, and I'm really getting upset. Give me a moment to find it. Holy shit. I can't believe I, like, blanked out that bad. In order to the north, they call themselves, the Order of the Feral Hunters.
Never heard of them. So, well, you being an outcast doesn't mean much to me.
Well, I would be honored to join you and your little group then.
You'll rise from the bed, kind of like having a hand on the blanket. It kind of like draping it over herself as like she puts out her hands that kind of shake on it.
She takes your hand and shakes on it, kind of giving a smile.
Yep.
She says, well, I'll be out in the bar until you decide to get up.
Sounds good to me. I'll just cover up my shame here, and I'll be out there in a few. Okay.
Sounds good. She kind of moves past you and out the door. Errol, roughly around this point, you would have finished your bathing scenario. Seeing the orc that you'd seen last night and within the tavern, kind of exiting the room that you know Journey is in, and kind of heading off towards the bar, wearing her this half plate armor with like two swords on one on each hip, kind of moving out into the bar.
Oh, holy hell, I forgot the bar existed. I could sit there for info.
It's like, holy shit, I forgot we're in a tavern where people drink and sleep. Holy fuck.
Holy hell. That's wild.
I feel like that's actually Errol. Like, you come down and you're just like, holy shit, there's a bar here.
They provide goods and services at this location.
This is fucking crazy. Anyways.
She taps Journey. Did you know we're in a bar?
Yeah, I did.
Damn, that's wild.
You out of her room.
So what were you up to last night?
Yeah, I just had some fun. How about you?
I had some fun.
I see.
As you kind of say that, Cal kind of peeks in and like peeks out of his room as he's saying this and just says, I don't like your definition of fun there, Errol.
Errol's just gonna slowly... Is he behind me saying this? Am I facing him? I want to know if I could do the owl head swivel and just smirk.
You can totally turn and do that.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Just grin. And then I'm gonna kind of lift up my hands if they're still bloody, because I haven't washed, have I?
You just watched. You just finished.
Okay. Oh, I'm just gonna show them that my hands are wet.
Cleaning away the things you probably did. I'm not surprised. And he kind of steps out of
You
his
know
room.
me better than anyone else.
Well, I did read your future, and have been with you for almost a zenith.
And what's it say today?
I haven't checked.
Well, anyone want some drugs?
Can Leo pop his head out of the room now
Yes.
when he says that? Someone said drugs?
Errol's just gonna start pulling out all the vials that I've collected.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stare at him like confused. Why you have so much? Where did you get that? All of that.
Late night shopping.
Something
I
tells
wonder
me your late night adventures didn't end with that, though.
I wonder if any of the local organizations pay a bounty for recovered narcotics.
Well, I did find out what that weird vial does. You guys aren't gonna like it though.
Well, don't leave us hanging.
Send you to the desert and wipe your memory.
You remember that
I had a joke
pestilence
for you.
that we found in Mirage?
Nope.
Vaguely.
Well, yeah, it's that. Like it's just a vial of that.
Is that ickiness that we kind of help solve?
Yeah, I may have unleashed it on the town, but I'm pretty sure I solved the problem.
You said
Uh,
pestilence? What do you mean?
Yeah, it kind of like turns people into weird eldritch horrors.
it wasn't a
Not
fun.
fun.
Oh.
You say you solved this. Could you elaborate a little?
Um, there was a person that got infected, and I relieved him of his lower half.
Yeah, man's chopping balls off.
Oh, not just the balls, everything.
Cal
What do you
kind of
mean
just
by-
straight up face palms. Just kind of
Well, as
shakes
long
his
as
head.
you say you solved it, I don't want to have to deal with that again.
Well, that's what I'm kind of hoping that maybe there's like some news. Um, he was quite visible when I left him.
Define visible.
Hanging on a pole.
Ah,
Oh,
Cole, I see what you did there.
Lord.
Again, I solved it.
I guess I'd rather have that than a pandemic spreading across Almoria.
Let's just hope that this doesn't come back to bite us.
Well, I mean, there's probably bigger problems. Let's be real here. Um, so anyways, does anyone know the local drug cartel? Because it was one of their dealers.
You know, maybe we should make our exit from Springfield sooner than later if you've pissed off a criminal syndicate.
Oh no, I'm gonna take them out.
Ooh. Can I join?
Would you like to tell tales?
Absolutely. What else is a bard for? A real bard. Wig said, Journey.
Well, I don't have any other names or leads. I'm gonna figure out more today.
On. Well,
Today's for exploring.
I'm pretty good with my mouth, so we'll see what happens. He rubs his hands together while he says that.
Journey will kind of roll her eyes and say, before you break off, I recruited recruited my friend here to fill Trinket's spot for the time being.
You recruited some random person we've never met before to join the party. Really?
I mean, you were a random person I'd never met before when you joined our party.
Yeah, but that's different, okay? We all voted on it, and clearly everyone wanted me here. Did we want that person here?
Well, I want her here.
I'm joking, I don't care. Welcome to the team.
Would you like to introduce yourself?
She kind of brought into the conversation out of nowhere without realizing that she was a part of it. Kind of looks between all of you and just says, You can call me Galnora.
Oh, that's a pretty name. You did it. You. I'm gonna like nudge Journey and go. Good job.
What race is she?
She's an orc.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. I Yeah, true.
Imagine Juris kind of has like an arm around her.
She is
Kind of,
much bigger than you.
yeah, the comedic, like the scale difference.
Like, how tall is your character again?
I don't remember if my stats include the horns or not.
Because this orc is like 6'7".
Yeah, I'm only 5.
Yeah, she is tall.
Yeah, she's got Journey on her tippy toes trying to, but she's tall.
I have a question. Do
Yes.
you happen to have my height? Because I never wrote it down.
Nope.
Okay, well, how tall are
you were of average height. I remember us talking about somewhere
average of
like
elves or average in general?
between like 5'10" and like
That's
6'1".
retarded.
She's taller than you.
Okay, yeah, no, fair enough.
So she tells me she
Smart.
does blood magic, which sounds pretty cool.
All right, just so you
And-
know, my blood's off limits. I hold up a thumbs up while I say that.
Also, we're twinning, so that's awesome. I gestured to her half plate and my half plate.
My thumbs up.
she kind of says, "I don't exactly need your blood to do anything. Most of it's either mine or whoever I'm attacking."
That's what I'm saying.
Well, are
Don't
you a
attack
witch,
me. We're all
Matt?
good.
Who the hell just talked and what did you say?
I said, are you a witch then?
No.
We were kind of expecting more of a, or at least I personally was expecting more of an explanation on how the powers work, but I guess we'll cut it, I suppose.
It's an ancient
Does
art.
yours-
It's better to show than to explain.
Well, I guess there's no better, audition or whatever than hunting down a drug cartel, right?
Man, there's so many jokes I can make about bloodbending and what Journey got up to earlier, but yeah, I'm gonna keep them to myself.
That's-
Does your blood get more? Does
that-
your magic get more powerful during the special time of the month?
Oh my god. I was gonna bring it there.
She doesn't know how to answer you.
Hey,
Errol's
don't worry
just gonna
about
He's just-
intently stare at her.
what? Wait, what did you say, Evan?
I said I'm just gonna intently stare at her,
I'm
just
gonna
waiting for the answer.
I'm gonna pipe up and say, don't worry about him. He always spouts off some random stuff. Like he's honestly always saying something random that just comes to mind. So, he's kind of the really um. So where are the drug people, Errol?
Dead.
Oh yeah, you said you didn't have any leads. Fair enough.
Hey, Gally, how long have you been here in Springfield anyway?
Roughly a week.
Happen to hear any leads? We only got here, yesterday?
If you're talking about the group I think you're talking about, they're not just in Springfield, they just have people here.
And what group am I talking about?
They don't exactly have a name, they're kind of just everywhere. I've never actually heard a name of this specific group. I do know that there were a few of them that about 3 zeniths ago that were killed off roughly before the lunar festival.
Oh, it was a fun time.
They don't have a name, huh? Sounds like perfect opportunity to make a cool name for a story I may or may not be writing / song.
Okay. What's your best name then?
Well, I don't know anything about them, so that's not gonna
Well, yeah,
really give me a good name yet.
there's a
Hey,
shadow
what's
drug dealing organization. Give them a cool name.
what?
Yeah.
I mean, it's better if I learned what they actually did. What's your name for them
Who?
The death
on your
dealer.
journey?
Uh,
Death dealer.
that's
I
I
see what
guess
you did
my
there.
That's pretty
Aaron.
generic, I think.
yeah.
He
Well,
was not
I
deaf
guess it's more
whatsoever.
there, isn't it? I don't know. What do you got?
Well, all I have right now is every gang. It's not a good name. I don't know anything about them yet.
So we know this is a well-connected organization that operates all across Almoria, and I get the feeling that if we cut the head off here, two more heads will take its place. I'm not entirely sure how much us actually going after them here will affect their operations in the long term.
We
Uh,
should poison their drugs with the pestilence.
I think that
uh,
would make things much worse, personally.
yeah, that would be like kind of dumping gasoline on a.
Cal kind of steps forward and just says, "I recommend not doing that. I'd rather not get in the mix
Infect
of a
the entire
gang."
potential content. Oh, you're talking about the gang in general.
I don't think we should get involved. And thinking about things that we're not involved with. Anyone seen Andraka lately?
Well, does anyone? Like ever, I mean?
I can smell him.
I guess the first thing to do is check the roof, right?
It's generally where he's ended up, yes.
I'm gonna put these away, and then Errol's just gonna like put his arms out and scoop all of the drugs back into his bag of holding.
Hey, whoa, hold on. Can I have one? Not to use for research, of course.
100 gold.
Cal chuckles.
We've really gone so low as the drug.
Ah, low. I get it, because he's low to the ground. That was a sick burn.
But we're really selling drugs to each other.
What? No, I'm not buying it.
Hugs, not drugs.
Yeah.
As he dumps bags of drugs into a bag of holding.
I'm
I
just
have no idea what they do, by the way, and I'm putting these all in the same bag of holding with the poisons. It's like a little surprise inside.
do you get drugged or do you
mean-
get drugged?
I mean, depending on what it is, it could still also be poison.
Do you
Probably
get
poison.
drugs or do you get death
Hugs.
or
Oh,
pestilence?
don't worry. I have a ring of mind shielding. I'll be fine.
So, anyways, we're looking for the lizard man.
There's a lot of those going around.
Excuse me?
Chandraka spoke. I think he's an artificer. Now he doesn't talk very much, and he turns into a weird giant worm thing. I think that's only happened once or twice, so we don't really talk about it.
And a Wendigo.
You can do that too.
Yeah,
I've surrounded myself with very odd people, Gally.
we like
Hey, speak for
vibing.
yourself.
I see.
Blood for the blood god. And then Errol's gonna shimmy out of there.
Why do I actually picture him just like straight up walking, like leaned back and just shimmying?
I just picture him, because he's like a black owl, right? I just picture him just stepping backwards into some shadow and he's fucking gone.
Yeah, I'm a great horned owl.
he does the scene where you didn't see anything, and he's just waving his hands around and disappears.
No, you can't see this.
Goes to
Pops out of existence.
The sound of Errol just disappearing is just the pop. He's not big enough to make any other noise. It's just that's the sound of his magic. Just backs up into a corner. Just
There's like a little bit of like black confetti on the ground.
Journey's just gonna look at Galnora, shrug, and then just kind of follow Arrow out the door.
she.
Oh wait, I forgot my companion. Where's my wolf man? Errol's just gonna whistle as soon as he gets outside. I'm hoping to God he comes busting through a window.
Oh no,
Fun
no,
if he's
no. You hear like a middle bin get slammed, and then trash like pour out of a alleyway, and he comes flying around the corner.
It would be quite funny if instead of him just flying around the corner, as soon as he whistled, Errol just hears some sniffing and turns around. He's literally like inches away from his face.
I've been right here the whole time, buddy.
Ruthless has
And
learned
then
shadow
licks him or
step.
something.
Yes. Jared, okay, I was gonna say, Jared, you have a job to do. You beat me to the punchline. Good job.
I'm just gonna like start rubbing him, give him his food, more like actual food, not this weird.
Yeah,
Whatever the
when
hell
he
you
came
got
around the
it,
corner, he had like a cow bone in his mouth from probably like a cow carcass that had been like chopped up and like cooked. And when you start
You
offering
said-
him actual meat, he like drops the bone and starts like taking the meat
Wait.
from you.
How could a bone be cooked?
No, I'm saying the cow itself was cooked. The bone was the leftover after they cut it up and then cooked the meat.
How do we know it's
Because
just
it'll
bone?
be
How do we know
darker
it was
color.
cooked?
It'll be a darker color.
Yes.
The bone? Really? Is that how that works?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yo.
Educational.
We're actually an educational channel.
Dude, I'm looking at my
That's why
the-
that guy's
that's
bones
now
were all.
it's insane.
Anyways.
What?
Um,
Got a passive perception of 30. This is stupid.
as you're also looking around, due to your
I have 24.
incredible passive perception, that lamppost you strung the dude up to is visible from the front of this tavern. And you
Is he
can
still there?
you can see him, a crowd of people standing a distance away, and two individuals standing underneath him looking at it. One of which looks to be a silver dragonborn wearing very, very nice looking robes. Holding in one hand, you see he has this very frosty white staff.
Ooh.
Uh,
Okay, so he's going the Aldmeri Dominion route this time. All right.
The staff itself actually producing this kind of white mist that's coming off of it as he's looking up at this body, and this very, nice kind of grayish robe. The individual next to him is the Aarakocran, dressed in pretty much the robe of an archmage, also holding a staff in hand as well, with a spell book hanging off of his side.
Yo.
And-
How far away are they?
About 150 feet.
Okay, so theoretically, I would not be able to read any of the words on said spellbook.
No, it is, and it's just a leather-bound spell book that has like straps on it. There's nothing written on the spell book. It is just like a leather-bound book that's hanging
If
in its
we
own
get-
holster.
If we take him down, I want a spellbook. Yeah.
If keyword.
Yes. Correct.
But you do see these two
But-
individuals looking at the body, speaking to one another as they are standing underneath it, and you see the Eric Cochran kind of, as he's kind of moving his hand about, you do see this very very almost. It's very difficult for you to see, but it is a mage hand that seems to be moving around, like pulling parts of the body to like certain sides and like looking it over.
Thought he was about to cast a revive spell, so I was like, ah, shit. All right, time to get counterspell ready.
Errol's just gonna make his way over to and kind of blend in with the crowd.
Yeah, I'm doing that. I'm gonna do that as well.
Journey's gonna whisper something about skipping town.
Errol,
Mm.
I want you to roll deception, not stealth. For
Wait, can I
blending in
also
with
roll
this,
deception?
for the blending in with this crowd.
Okay.
What about? Do I need to roll anything, or you got me covered?
Hold up. I got. Do I roll with advantage if he's helping me, or I'm just straight roll?
He's
'Cause I
not.
got
No, it's a straight roll.
16. Okay, this is 22.
22. Okay. You managed to slip into the crowd, and there's a reason why he rolled and you didn't, and I will explain later. You managed to slip into the crowd, kind of feeling this. You haven't felt this before, or you haven't felt this in a while, and it's almost like a nervous energy getting near these two individuals of like, if they catch me, like you don't know what's going to happen. But you do manage to slip in the crowd. They don't pay you any mind as they're doing this. They seem to be just talking to one another, looking at the body and, discussing things as they do it.
As
Am I able to
people-
overhear what they're saying?
With your passive perception, do you have the observant feat? Trying to remember.
Yes, I do.
You don't even have to hear them. You just have to be close enough to read their lips. You get the idea of them. They seem to be at first kind of discussing what the disease could be, why the blood is a blackish color, why the body looks to be deformed beyond just the mutilation that had occurred to it. And then there's talk of news that the Aarakocra heard from the Outlands about something down there that had been happening, but he wasn't sure, and possibly gathering up the body and taking it to his tower and running a few tests in order to learn a little more.
Journey's gonna use her what's it called? It's like that one I think it's the message cantrip.
Yeah.
I have that too.
She'll ask Errol if she can tell if she can understand what they're saying.
She's asking if I can understand what they're saying.
Yes.
Yeah.
If I respond, do I have to make any noise or?
It is.
Will
It is
I
mental
cover
for
it?
you. For Journey herself, she's whispering.
Okay, I would just say they're discussing the body itself and how it seems diseased and how they've heard rumors of something similar happening down in Mirage.
I have a question, DM.
They want to figure out if they should take it back to their tower and experiment on it.
What's your question, sir?
Did my passive perception allow me to hear them? 24.
You would have gotten slight bits and pieces as the crowd is also whispering around you, so it would have been a little more difficult. You could definitely see them. It's not hard to see them, but you only get part of the conversation.
I feel like having learned what she did from Errol, Journey will try to make her way up to the crowd to the mages to kind of I guess confirm that this is the thing from the Outlands, because she doesn't want to a second kind of spread of this thing.
Yeah, this crowd is a 20, 30 feet away from this post. They are nowhere near these two mages. The mages themselves are 35 feet away from the crowd.
So people are keeping.
Yeah, people are keeping their distance. You don't know if it's whether by their own, own intelligence that they're doing that, or if it's by the fact that the wizards probably told them to back off.
Then she will, I guess, approach the wizards.
As you do this, they both kind of their gazes turn towards you. The Dragonborn almost seeming to tug at his cloak a little bit to pull his hood a little further down. Before standing kind of with his staff in front of him, both hands on top of it. The Aarakocra kind of raises an eyebrow and kind of has a hand up a little bit, not as in a threatening means, but almost kind of like how a rich person would stand, that kind of odd stance, one hand kind of behind the back, the other kind of up in front of them. And as you kind of approach, you just the Aarakocra just says, wouldn't recommend coming any closer. It's a bit dangerous, whatever this is.
Yes, I'm well aware of the risks, perhaps more aware than you are. I was in Mirage, came across what appears to be the same malady.
Is that so?
Yes, there's a cure developed for it, I believe.
We'll have to reach out and see who we can find that possibly has said cure.
What was the name of our guy who developed the cure down there?
Incarus.
She'll say, What race was he again?
UNT.
An UNT by the name of Icarus developed a cure to this condition. I do not know if you're familiar with him, but he's not exactly in hiding or anything. If you reach out, he should be able to replicate his findings. I helped stemmy the disease as it is down there, caused deformations, people to turn into monsters. I wouldn't recommend making physical contact with the corpse unless you are heavily protected.
This is news to us and very appreciated. Would you by
Surprised.
chance know what causes said disease?
Out of character, that was the Wendigo, right?
It was not the Wendigo. You don't know what it was.
We're
You
not
know that
quite-
one of the creatures had bit two of your party members and they were both cursed with it, but you don't know anything beyond that.
We're not
We
sure.
got the. I thought we got the name for those things.
Yeah, they were called split maws.
Yeah. We don't know what the queen was. I think I saw the queen down in the nest when I was flying over.
Oh, I mean, Journey will kind of like tell the creatures. We're not quite sure where they come from, but we call them split maws. They in the sewers beneath the city. There'd, I believe, been a queen, a nest. Had to be eradicated by, I believe, fire. Two of my party members were infected by the creatures, but said cure managed to rid them of the malady.
Are these party members by chance with you?
Trinket's gone out of character. Who was the other one that was infected?
Errol?
Errol.
Um,
Errol's just gonna shadow step and appear behind them.
that one is present.
You're
Sure,
appearing
just
behind Journey or the mages?
The mages.
And Journey will point to him behind him. The other is no longer in our company, but it's still quite alive, I assure you.
As you do that, Errol, the Dragonborn actually does. When you appear, he does seem to stiffen up, and for a moment, you feel an ever so slight static around you before it dissipates. And he doesn't loosen up, but he definitely relaxes a little bit.
And, Errol found that vial in the meat grinder, right?
Yes.
I'm just gonna kind of give you a side eye, just not to mention the vial. I don't want them to take it. Actually, I have extra vials.
Yeah. What she'll say. Wait, do you want to slip me that sample? And I can give it to them or whatever.
No. I have like extra blank vials. I might get some more of this creature's blood.
Oh, okay. I'll say we came across signs of it in the meat grinder as well. Although we didn't find any infected, but
Nice.
given what we discovered there, we found certain like a container of this stuff. And I don't know if it's like artificial, a bioweapon or what, but
You said you found a sample per se.
I didn't dare take it. But yes,
Roll a deception check. I'm pretty sure you'll pass, but I wanted you to roll a deception check.
He's not lying.
20, dirty.
Yeah, you passed. You're good. Okay. And he seems to give a nod. And Errol, within your head, you can actually hear his voice saying, "It's not recommended to sneak up behind people. That could end you in a snap. How about you come out in front of us?"
Errol's just gonna kind of acknowledge, nod, and then kind of reach into my bag and pull out the 2 empty vials. I'm gonna go over to the corpse and I'm gonna get some of its blood.
Yes, they were held in containers similar to that. Errol, where did we come across the blight out in the outlands? I mean, out in the meat grinder.
Oh shit, I don't have the map. Hold up. I know what city we got it in. I just need to look at the map real quick.
You got it from Blood Gulch because it was in one of the
Yeah.
shops.
Yeah. We got it. It was in Blood Gulch. One of the shopkeepers selling poisons had a vial of them. Only one though.
Yes, it prudent to track down that seller's source in Blood Gulch. Make contact at Icarus, perhaps investigate Mirage, and get that corpse quarantined.
The corpse is fine. I can move it.
There's no need. I have a means of which I would like to contain it.
Did I get the two vials filled in this time?
You can, yes.
All right. That's my bullshit. Now I have 3 vials of pestilence.
It's so the stuff you have is more of like a black blood. It's not necessarily pestilence. If you were to if based on what you can tell, it still resembles that of blood. It's just a much darker color.
In comparison to the vial that I had, how similar is it?
It's not shifting about within the container, and you haven't seen an eye appear within it.
I'm gonna carve off a piece of its skin as well. Put a piece in each of the vials.
Can I ask what you're planning to do with those?
Store it.
He's something of a collector.
Well, said thing you are collecting is something of highly dangerous material.
Seeing how I am a monk, this disease cannot affect me any longer. Having been infected with it once, and now attaining new strengths, I have nothing to worry about. Resilient creatures. Even when they're wounded several times, they'll still continue to morph and change. The only way to kill it is, well, however this one got killed. Were you able to find the rest of its body? Or at least identify who this was?
No. It's too mangled. And the other half just seems to have disappeared. If you were infected once, would it be possible to get a little bit of your blood?
I might pass. Nothing personal, I just not easily trusting people with my blood. I hope you'll understand.
It.
I didn't hear what you said.
I said I'm sure they'll monetarily compensate you for it.
Would you?
We could, yes.
You could persuade me.
He reaches kind of into one of the sleeves of his robe, and he pulls out about 5 platinum pieces.
Errol's just gonna pull out another vial, cut his hand, put the blood in there.
Just take like 1 point of damage.
I think that's the easiest 5 platinum anyone's ever made.
Let's go.
Where
we going?
He takes the vial from you and places kind of a cork on the top of it and slides it into into a bag of holding he has hidden under his robe.
If you wish to know about the transformation, it should start with hearing voices. Disfigurement will happen if the person is less resilient. Things will get hazy, and it seems almost like something is calling you.
As he begins saying this, he kind of crosses his arms, but as he does, you see a smaller leather-bound book kind of appear from under his robe, and a floating quill. And you see like the book open and almost seem to be writing notes as you were saying this. As he just kind of stands there with his arms crossed, listening to you.
We experienced some of the split maws in Mirage. Down in Pearl Bay, there were several others, including a large hive of at least 50, with multiple variants of these creatures inside, one of them seeming to be larger and having a different shaped head. They attack by splitting open the body and revealing the teeth, as you could kind of see here. Nasty buggers.
Fascinating. I'll have to send someone out immediately to get some information then. And
Yes, Ikra, the UNT, should be something of an expert on the matter by now.
gives a nod.
This looks like it's a standalone case and doesn't match the attack pattern of the hive.
There doesn't seem to be any bite marks.
No.
Perhaps, if this isn't spread naturally, perhaps it's poison, or at least a concentrated sample of it as we encountered in Blood Gulch.
This is an artificially made one, but it seems like it got dispatched before it could fully transform.
I don't know if it's capable of spreading the virus before the transformation is complete, but it's worrying that this has made its way to the mainland. This concentrated version, at least.
Girl's just gonna walk over and stand next to Journey.
He almost, when you start mentioning that, like, it almost seems to be its own, like, standalone case, and that it seems to be artificial. He almost seems to raise an eyebrow, almost in suspicion as you say this, as the book continues to write. He kind of gives a few nods.
Tell him that Journey sent you. We're familiar with each other.
I will. And he turns to the Dragonborn and he says, "If you could, let the king and the prince know about this. We want to keep them in the loop on these things while we try to keep things controlled while they're out on the battlefield." And the Dragonborn seems to nod, and you see him kind of lift the staff up, and he hits it against the ground, and as he does, he just seems to gone. The Aarakocra just turns back to all of you and just says, "Is there any other information that you could give before I
Let's see.
make my exit?" And you see as he does that, he waves his hand, and a huge spectral hand wraps itself around the body and removes it from the lamppost, and then the hand kind of sits behind him, almost waiting to move to another place.
Let's see. Out of character, we encountered the Wendigo like in a similar place, right?
You encountered the Wendigo
Yes.
in the same place. That was a city filled with problems.
Yeah.
And it was kind of like eating the Switmaws, right?
It was eating. It was eating.
It was eating the docks.
Yeah, it was eating various people it had captured.
Okay.
Which included the dock.
Question to the DM is the individual, because I know who it is, but I don't want to say. Are there any clothing or defining features still, or is he completely screwed?
The one who's been mangled.
Yeah.
It's covered in blood. You can't tell if there's anything that's distinguishable off of him. Based on what you
No
remember,
clothing.
there is clothing, but it's not like intact by any means that you can tell. Considering you completely ravaged him when you killed him. Yeah, that's pretty much yeah.
Oh, damn. I'm gonna scan the crowd as well.
There's not anything else that I can recall. This was several zeniths ago. But thank you for your work on heading this off as quickly as possible. It was quite terrible down there in the Outlands during the outbreak.
It's generally bad down there, but thank you for the information you have been able to give.
Especially down there in Rapture.
You should be able to handle it if this is, in fact, an outbreak, but hopefully Icarus is still working away on his cures.
And he kind of gives a nod, and you watch him kind of wave a hand at the kind of the pool of blood that has formed underneath the lamppost. And as he does, the blood itself seems almost burst into flames and disappear, so there's no more blood on the ground. Almost as a means of cleansing the space so that there is no chance for anything to spread. After he does that, he says, well, I best get this back to my tower before it contaminates anything else.
Quick question.
Yes.
Did you happen to have any information on the location or whereabouts of the Black Dragon?
Which black dragon do you speak of?
Oh shit, let me get my notes. It's the one that was on the guild. I'm blanking on his name. Hold up. D&D skill fate notes.
You were talking about Larabelle Yogg?
Yeah, Larabelle Yogg.
I have a general idea of where he is in the mountains, but I'm currently unable to say where.
Unable to say where because you don't know, or unable to say where because you're not allowed to?
Let's just say some of my associates have a deal with him. And I don't break the promises I make to my associates.
Would one of your associates happen to be a tabaxi?
The ones associated with him?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Good. And then Arrow's just gonna walk away.
As you kind of walk off, you feel his eyes almost burning a hole through your back as he is staring you down.
Journey would kind of like elaborate because she's not really like this kind of mysterious secret keeping person. Where we believe that this Tabaxi spoke of in league with a black dragon and is part of a plot that has driven Sarfstag and Almoria into war. We encountered her while we were in the meat grinder. She had certain draconian features. We are looking for her dragon patron. Try to put
I'm gonna cast minor illusion and whisper as I'm walking away. Just say she killed Glassmere the Blizzard.
And once again, he's still fixed on Errol as you continue to walk away, and he kind of raises an eyebrow without looking away from Errol and just says, "Is that so?"
If
Okay.
you do,
Errol's just gonna pull out the frozen dragon tooth.
As you just keep walking away.
Yep.
if you do, in fact, have contact with the king, I might praise him of events. I think we're all being played here. To what end, I don't know.
It feels like that more and more every time something happens.
If you do have certain Goliath religious sites have also been recently targeted. One of which by a Dragonborn paladin who has recently had wanted posters out for him. We believe there might be a connection between this Dragonborn, this Tabaxi.
It wasn't a Dragonborn paladin. He was a Goliath paladin.
Let me. She would have
Goliath paladin in black armor.
Goliath paladin. We believe this might be also part of a plot to drag the Goliath into this war. Both of these sites were destroyed.
You see him when you mentioned the paladin, his beak seems to clench. And his eyes break off of Errol and look at you. Almost in a look of like questioning if you said what he thinks you said.
We'd gone to the meat grinder to attempt to secure Goliath reinforcements for Almoria of our own accord without decree from the king. What we found was, well, seemed like some force was working against us at every turn, trying to undermine our efforts, making it so the Goliaths would simply attack all sides involved. A Goliath associate of mine believes that with these sites gone, the raiders will have no reason to return to their homeland, and that, well, raiding might become an all-year affair.
The moment he looked away from me as well, I'm just shadow stepping, just disappearing.
Okay. And his eyes now fixed like directly on you, Journey, in this like. You definitely get a degree of. Like you can tell off of him that there's a very subtle amount of like fear in him, and it may not be like fear of this individual, but fear of events that may come. And he takes a moment, just says, I'm going to need to speak with the king almost immediately. And I'm also going to have to pull a few strings of my own in order to try to resolve some issues now that I didn't know it manifested.
Savanaf keep you. Do you have a name?
Zeldrif.
Zeldrif. Glad to make your acquaintance. I'm Emilia Deepwater. I'm a cleric of Savanaf.
And gives you kind of a nod. Just says, I think you may be right about someone pulling the strings now.
My party is continuing to investigate these matters on our own, but it would be good to have somebody looking into it in a more official capacity.
He gives a few nods and just says, whatever is happening, may it go in the favor of whatever the gods have planned.
Indeed.
Though I fear it may not be something good. He kind of turns away from you and turns back towards the body and kind of places a hand onto the spectral hand. And without looking back to you, just says, safe travels. And don't let him try to mess with that disease that he has with him.
And to
He gives one last nod before gone, just like the Dragonborn. Just kind of teleports away.
Journey's just gonna slouch and exhale. That was a stressful interaction, as kind of like a more professional kind of position.
Bro, they would have killed me.
Can I come up after they leave and say, "Oh my God, I finally found you. What have you guys been up to?"
Oh, Errol's gone.
Yeah, Errol's gone. It's
I'm
just
back
Journey.
with I'm back with
Uh,
Toothless.
Well,
Oh,
then, Journey then.
filled them in more on the blight. You weren't around for that. That was an outlands before with Leo. Or the pestilence goes by many names. So gave them some sources to track down to streamline their investigation process. And also, I filled them in sort of what we came across while we were in the meat grinder regarding current events. Our work to undermine the efforts of whoever's manipulating this war. Well, now somebody's working alongside us in official capacity and attache to the king, as I understand it.
So that's what you got out of it.
Yes, we might have just made a powerful ally.
So can I do an insight check
Sure.
on his body language?
Sure.
All right. Second shit roll of the day. Let's see. Even though I have a pretty decent insight, I'm pretty sure. Yep, I do. Let's see. What is it? 15. Yep, shit. Considering how much added to get to the 15.
You just kind of pull that Journey is just relieved that this conversation is over.
Why do you look so happy that conversation's over? What are you afraid? Were you afraid of? Were you not afraid? I missed all of the fun, so.
It's just nice telling somebody with real actionable authority about what we've been chasing down on our own up until now. Especially because I live here in Alwaria, so it's nice.
I do too.
He said he's to go talk to the king, inform him on events, and well, it's just nice having somebody be informed, because it feels like we've been all alone up until now, trying to figure out what the hell is happening here.
Gotcha. Did you happen to put in a good request to the king about potential bard, maybe able to join the king, like king looking for any bard services? Put in a good word for me. What do you think?
Listen, I think if we continue doing what we were doing and our leads pan out for that mage, I think we could find the king indebted to us. If you would like to make any request at a later time, once this situation has resolved itself.
Nah, he'll be making requests of me. I'm gonna nudge him with my elbow, of the musical kind. Haha.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think we should make to get out of Springfield as soon as possible. Either way.
Does Errol see Andraka anywhere?
Drak, are you just standing on the roof like you did the day before? Just staring in the same direction?
Yeah.
You would see the lizard folk standing on the roof of the tavern, staring off towards roughly the northwest, I think.
I knew he'd be there.
Yep, he's looking to the northwest.
Errol's just gonna fly up and get to his perspective and see where exactly he's looking.
It looks like grasslands.
What's over there, bud?
He's falling below.
Something I've been looking for.
And what's that?
Something that was stolen.
Freedom.
Should we go get it?
I'm going. You guys can follow if you want.
Hey, Errol, what's he saying? Is he actually talking for once?
He's found something that was stolen. He's going to go get it. We could follow if we want.
Might as
When are
well.
we
We're lacking
when
a.
are we heading out? Oh wait, what are you saying? Sorry, it cut out.
I'm just saying we might as well. We don't exactly have a song at the moment.
It cut out at the exact same moment, but this time only for a second.
Errol's gonna give you a thumbs up and goes, "Well, Andraco, when are we heading out then?"
Whenever you guys are ready.
Are you ready?
I
I'm
am ready to leave right now.
The fact that he's waiting for us just tells me that, you know, it's not that he's going for it, like he said originally. I don't know. I thought that was funny. That's not Leo speaking, by the way. I just thought that was funny. Sorry, it doesn't make any sense. Speaking
Errol's
out
gonna
loud.
lean back over the roof and go, "He's ready to leave when we are. Get the crew together. We're off on another adventure."
I'm gonna salute you.
Sounds good to me.
Errol's gonna make his way down to the tavern.
Okay.
I need a barrel of ale.
I'll help you carry it.
No,
I was not
No.
asking.
this is for the journey. I need to get ready.
Why does she get all this ale?
I said this is for the journey.
I know it was
I'm chugging
joke.
it. Oh.
Seems to have gone over your head.
You end up. The barkeeper tells you he will give you a tanker of it, like the full. Are you're wanting the whole keg, or is it like just a tankard? What are you trying to get?
I'm taking the entire keg. How wide can my bag of holding open?
Like 2 feet. It's not big enough. These tankards are like 4 feet wide. Like these are. That's not quite right. 2.5 feet wide.
I think I could make it fit.
You have the chance of ripping your bag of holding if you try.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Alright, never mind. Hell with it. How much do I owe you?
5 gold pieces.
I am with a 5 gold. Errol's gonna roll the keg a little bit. Is there a long, like, oh shit, do I have any like bamboo or something? I don't think I do.
No, you have quarterstaff. That's about it.
Wish we had our sand speeder. That would be useful right now.
Just gonna pop the top off and Errol's gonna start chugging.
You just stare at him expectantly, but like
Say,
not
okay, how
nonchalantly.
far away is this place anyway? Should I go about securing his transportation?
Errol's just gonna give you a thumbs up as he's like head deep into the
I'm
barrel.
gonna give him some finger guns, and then I still have 3 ale-filled wine water skins of a mystery liquid from a bar in the meat grinder. So I'm gonna start drinking that.
I have a question for the DM. Since I'm immune to disease and poison, technically I won't get drunk.
No, it's like
But-
drinking water.
But can I
Right then.
can I let myself get a buzz?
Actually, no.
Oh, I'm completely. This just does nothing for me.
Yeah, you are to the point that ale does not affect you anymore.
All right. Well, whenever I finish it, I'm gonna thank the barkeep and then casually just walk off with Toothless.
Him and multiple people that are in this bar are just kind of like, they don't know what to say. They're just kind of watching, like just expecting a certain result and not getting it, and are just confused. But you all exit the bar. Journey, you're able to get you're looking for like a cart and like a horse.
Yeah, we're probably gonna need a bigger one than we usually do because we're trading a tiny tabaxi for a huge mountain of a woman.
And also, you haven't had Leo since you did that. I think I don't know what happened when I drank the ale-filled wine water.
That's true.
Roll me a con save.
You guys ready for the shit roll?
Please have it where you're destroyed after one, like sack, and Errol just choked.
A 15.
You are heavily buzzed.
Let's go. All right, I'm in a good spot.
Like you probably
Oh,
will.
wait.
You probably will wake up with a hangover. It won't be that bad,
Not
but
if
it
I
will
drink
be a
enough
hangover.
water.
That's true.
Oh wait, when we have to account, we have Cal, we have Gally, we have Leo. We're gonna need a much bigger cart now.
This guy.
Okay.
How do we just teleport?
Going and talk. I don't think any of you have that spell.
I could have gotten it, but I didn't.
Plus, it's a very risky spell if you've never been there before. So,
Shut up.
I'm guessing you didn't read the details. It's a very complicated spell.
Details, schmeetails. Honestly.
Anyways, going to this place, you end up finding. I'm not gonna roleplay through this, but the guy's offering for like 40 gold pieces, a fairly large cart, and a pair of horses.
Hey Errol, you recently came into a good amount of money. Would you mind covering it this time?
I was
Man,
just gonna
begging for
throw.
money right now.
I was just gonna throw 80 gold at him.
What? Jesus.
He's no,
He is what?
he's a high roller. Like
Earl has no concept of currency.
I think there's like 3 of you in the party in total who have just been like, yeah, money, here, have it, take it, I don't want it.
Can I have some of that?
No.
He just made a bunch of money last night.
I don't know, man. I mean, well, I don't remember that.
That never happened.
Exactly.
You all acquire your cart though.
What?
Said you all have acquired your cart now though.
I thought he said you have acquired your card. I was like, card?
Yes.
Um,
It's your green card. You're now technically legal in the country.
Yo, I was
I'm
born here though, so
I think we're stocked.
think-
Arrow's just saying this off. I think we're stocked on food and rations. We have equipment. We
yeah.
just
And
need people into the carts.
in the very rare chance that we run out of food, we can always eat a black owl, potentially.
I will kill you in your sleep.
Well,
That is not a
I've
threat. That is a promise.
I've lived a good life.
Mm,
Oh, you thought I was me? I was talking about you? Pointing to you. Man, get a load of this guy.
Get a load of this guy.
Errol's just gonna pull out the vial and the black vial and just shaking his hand and be like, "Do you want to fuck around and find out?"
Hey, that mage.
Hold on, let me read my spells real quick before I answer that question. Jenny, you can continue.
Yeah, Cal kind of, as you kind of shake that bottle, Cal kind of like puts a hand over it, kind of like makes you lower it, and goes, I'd rather you not do that.
I mean, whatever you did with it last night, I think ultimately worked towards our benefit. Hopefully, Academia will have a better understanding of the condition now that I've pointed them in the right direction, and we've managed to inform the Amorian royalty of goings on. But I wouldn't recommend using that again.
I think
Easily spiral worse.
Do you know what's terrifying about this? He put a drop, a singular drop, on his finger. Whatever the hell this is lethal beyond our capabilities of handling.
Then how about we don't use it?
What concerns me is the fact that this was sitting in a shop in Blood Gulch.
Well, the place has the word blood in it. Does it really surprise you?
Yeah, but it just seems odd.
I pointed the wizards towards it. Hopefully, they might be able to figure out what's happening on that end.
I'm really hoping it's not related to that paladin.
I mean, it seems like everything we've encountered, like even before y'all joined our little merry band, it seems like it's all connected.
Oh, are we ready to go? Has someone gotten Andraka? Where is he? Is he still on the roof?
He is standing directly behind you.
Oh, Jesus Christ, you're scary. Everyone.
So, Andraka, do you want to take the reins? You know where we're going.
Would you know where we're going?
Errol's just gonna follow you guys on Toothless.
Making your poor little dog walk.
Errol weighs like
Oh,
5
fine.
pounds.
Yeah, I weigh nothing.
I know. I'm just talking about like
To walk the whole way.
we're right up in the cart.
I'll put him in the car. I'll fly around. Need exercise. If he wants to, I'll communicate with him. I'll be like, do you want to walk or do you want to sleep?
Who are you talking to?
I'm talking to Toothless. Do I need to roll animal handling? 'Cause I can.
No, because by this point you guys are fairly connected. He hops in the cart,
All right.
kind of lays up against the side, and puts his head on the kind of the rail for it.
Journey's
we're
gonna
right.
Toothless behind the ear.
He accepts your
I've
scourges.
spoiled that dog.
Yeah. Cal kind of.
What?
Hmm?
Question: what do I need to do for training?
I'm gonna work
So
on
I'll
that.
probably be doing this along the
Yeah.
trip.
I'm gonna work on that a little bit before next session because I need.
Oh,
to
wait. Are we leaving right now?
No. We're leaving the town. Yes, we're leaving. You guys are leaving
Yeah,
the town right
hold
now.
on.
Yes.
Hey,
Yeah.
guys.
I'll
How
be right
long
back.
would it take me to run to a store real quick?
I don't know. How fast are your legs?
Normal. Far away
Start.
from store.
It would be like a 5-minute walk.
All right, I'm gonna jog there.
Okay.
Just a normal store that I assume has a brass baton. Wait, hold on. Never mind. Scratch that. I didn't realize brass batons are that expensive. Never mind.
Yes.
Jesus fuck. Hey, yo, anyone have any brass batons? For some reason?
That it's a brass baton worth a certain amount. Not all brass
Yeah.
batons are worth the same. Not all brass batons are created equal, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
so-
I understand.
Of the brass baton.
I don't. If you guys see a brass baton worth a good amount, I would appreciate it. It can help us in battle. I promise. I very much promise.
I'm gonna make a note. The spell that you picked, you can't pick. You don't know the guy who made that spell. I'm sorry.
I fucking knew it. I actually knew it. I didn't want to say anything.
That's why I came to check your character. She goes like, I don't know the brass batons. I only know one character that uses that, and I was like, yeah, they haven't met this dude yet. He can't even use that.
I wanted to not say anything, and then I read the top part of the spell. I was like, shit. Okay, gotta say something. Because how did I know you're gonna say that? That's the second time you said that to me.
Because it has the stars in front of it, and
I knew
mentioned it
the
before.
stars meant that you made it. I just didn't know if that meant that I straight up cannot use it. Damn. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, going for my second choice then.
Well, the wizard in the other party has been unhappy with the spells that he has seen that have stars in front of him but cannot touch. He's only gotten a hold of 2 of them in total, so.
Well, start putting them in front of me. I want to get a hold of them.
Well, the reason he rolled over 100 checks to try to learn how to use the spells, so that's the reason why. He had scrolls for him, so.
And was the scrolls in front of him?
He had the scroll. He took them from a wizard that he killed.
And was that wizard in front of him?
At one point, yes.
There you go.
Well,
like the same treatment.
He got those at the beginning of the campaign. That's why it took him so long. So
You're a beginning of the campaign.
I was here at the beginning, and I will be here at the end.
No, I'm saying you are a beginning.
And I'm also the end.
I wouldn't go that far. I mean, slowly roll there, buddy. We're not there yet. Buy me a drink first. My God.
Well, if you're not getting your brass baton, or Is everyone ready to go?
That conversation was retconned out apparently.
Yeah, it's gone. He wouldn't have asked for that. So, yep. So you all begin to head out of town. And Draka, are you driving or are you simply giving directions?
What would I
Actually,
need
wait.
to do
That
to
means I could get the
drive?
teleport spell if I wanted to. Since I
You
gotta
would,
change my spell.
You would. It would just simply be having the reins in hand and steering the horses.
I wouldn't have to do any checks.
No, mainly because these horses are trying to follow the orders of whoever's holding the reins. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I wouldn't have to do any perception checks.
No, because you are locked in on a thing, so you would just be going straight.
Okay, I'll drive.
And visions based on movement.
His vision's based on movement. He's a T-Rex.
Imagine Journey's just kind of cozying up next to Galnora and says like, "So Gally, what kind of hobbies do you have?"
She's kind of. There's not all that much that I really do.
There's one I can think of. Right, Arrow? Nudge him.
That's Leo.
I'm gonna. Hey, whoa, that was quiet. You shouldn't have heard that.
It's not that big of a cart.
Fuck.
All right. So you all begin to travel towards the direction of which.
DM's like, yes, I don't need to speak for Galnora.
No, that's not what I was trying to do. But I'm trying to push the story here because I'm trying to get to a certain point by the end of the night. So, as you guys are pushing onwards, so your first day goes uneventful. Nothing really happens. It's a nice day out, somewhat cold. But
Could I have done card checks on the way?
yeah, roll me 2 checks.
2. Well, let's go. Getting fucking rich in here. Still running with the shit rolls. I haven't gotten a good roll yet. So I got a 4, so that's a fail, and then I got a 13, and I assume that's also a fail.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll for this armor again as well.
Yes. I will give you advantage on your 6 rolls.
Alright, first one is a pass.
Okay.
I'm just gonna say pass or not, just
Yeah.
doing the math in my head. That's a pass. That was a 19 plus the modifier.
Math in your head, huh?
This is okay. That is 13 plus. Oh, okay. Does an 18 count?
It is equal to the check. You had to get the check or higher.
Okay. All right. So that's 3. That's another 17 plus the 5. That one went off my bed. That's another 18. Fuck. That's a 4.
With advantage, you got a 4?
Oh wait, I forgot I have advantage. Whoa, that's a 19.
After the second day, because of the little oof that you had the first day, you do finally manage to get this armor to attune to you, and when it does, you don't notice anything different. You feel the armor almost shift a bit and almost tighten a little bit, not in an uncomfortable way, but more of like a snug fit type thing. The others within the cart who are watching you do this and have been kind of watching you from time to time,
Constitution check.
you all see the eyes of the helm of this armor piece, the draconic looking head. The eyes almost seem to glow a little bit, and smoke rises from the nostrils for a brief moment when he does this.
Can I put my finger on his nose? See if the arbor, see if it's hot.
You're gonna boop the snoot?
Yep, but not a normal boot. It's I'm gonna keep my finger there for a second.
It is very warm to the touch.
Compared to his cheek or something.
You can't see his cheek. This armor completely engulfs him.
I know. I mean, touching the cheek of the is the whole helmet the same?
The helmet all is very warm, as if it were one living creature.
Yo, it's almost like this is one living creature or something.
I was just gonna pop the visor up. Go, what'd you say?
So it's almost like this is one living creature or something, you know?
That would
Or
explain why there was blood on the inside of the suit.
that, um, well, I mean that not necessarily that, but I mean, sure,
I
yeah.
have no idea what this thing does.
Well, I mean, either the blood on the inside of the suit was like it fucking like stabbed the last one who wore it, and so it was their blood. Or, I mean, I guess, in my opinion, less likely, because where would it be? The blood. It could be the armor's blood itself. But I mean, I don't know how thick the armor is, but where would that blood be? So,
It's magic. You're a mage. You should be able to understand this.
uh, yeah. Well, I don't know understand magic very well, so that's a reference to my low Arcana check.
Well, neither do I, so that's two of us.
On the second day, I'm gonna cut you off real fast. Jared, as you were kind of leading along this path, you notice there's something laying in the center of the road. You notice it once you're about 100 feet from it. It almost looks to be just kind of a pile of like various bones that seem to be just laying in the middle of the road. There's nothing else around though at the moment. You only see these bones.
Would anyone else be seeing this?
You two are having a conversation. The rest of the party's doing their own thing. Jared's the only one driving.
Okay.
So who would see these bones? I'm sorry.
Justin Draka.
Okay.
Can I tell what kind of bones they look like?
Roll me. Did I just break
They're
my?
white or blackened.
Roll me. Perception
The one thing I didn't want.
or nature. I'll let you do nature.
Man, already.
Yeah, I like
rolled
nature
his
better.
perception check.
You like nature better? All right.
22
Bruh.
22. Wow. What's your nature?
plus 8.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I see why you like nature better. These bones, it's weird. There's a mixture of there's humanoid bones in there. So you see like a couple of human bones. Like you notice a femur in there. There's a forearm. There's a human skull in there. You also notice some animal-like bones. Looks to be that of. There's a few bones that look to be from a wolf. A couple look to be the kind of the bones within the paw of like a bear. There's a very large rib cage within this pile as well. But yeah, it is an assortment of various creatures, both animal and humanoid.
These are animals.
How far away was it?
100 feet when you noticed.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop the cart and throw a firebolt at it.
All right. Roll an attack roll.
15.
15. Okay. You throw this firebolt, and it seems to just go between the bones and strike the ground behind them. They don't seem to move.
Why would they? They're just bones.
They're just bones.
Would we notice by now?
By this point, the cart would have stopped. You two would have turned and seen Andraka just chuck a firebolt.
What do you?
So that's how it is.
What
Start
are you
Platinum.
aiming at, buddy?
There's a suspicious pile of bones.
I'm gonna like peek over. Go. Indeed,
Are the
there
bones
is.
blackened now?
Hmm?
Are the bones blackened now after the firebolt.
He missed.
That loser.
Can I roll a perception? See if I see anything else around.
Can I shoot a firebolt and not miss?
You can roll an attack, and Errol, you can roll perception.
30.
I got an unnatural 20.
That hits the bones.
Go.
It strikes the bone. When it hits the bones, they seem to. You kind of hit the large rib cage that's a part of it, and it shifts a little bit from the impact of it, and just slightly scorches. But other than that, looks relatively fine.
Or Androck, I think he's dead.
And roll. You can roll the damage on it because I just want to know how much damage you do with it. That'll determine how much actual burning you do to this bone.
I did 18 points of fire damage.
18 points of fire damage. Okay. So it's a fair amount of it is burnt.
Yeah, I
of
got
this
an
rib.
8, an 8, and a 2.
Wow.
Should be crazy. And
That's-
it's 3d10.
That's kind of wild.
It is pretty wild. Finally, some good rolls. Even though that first roll, the 20, was a 9, so it's still, in my opinion, a bad roll.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not important. Continue.
Did the 30 get me anything else?
You look around, you notice there's nothing around you. You do not see birds. You do not hear anything moving in the grass. It is silent. The only thing you hear is a slight breeze going through, a very cold breeze that seems to be blowing through. It is the middle of winter, so it is expected to be cold. But it's absurdly quiet.
Errol's gonna whistle for Toothless to get on alert. Guard the rear.
You see him the moment you whistle kind of stand up. Always, ears pointed up and listening intensely as he's looking around as well. Just use the regular stat block for him for now, and next time I'll have something special. But
Okay. I think you sent me the regular stat block.
it should be I think it's attached to your character sheet.
Is it? Oh,
it is,
wait.
Yeah.
Is it extras?
Yeah.
Large monstrosity?
No, that's true. Never mind. We didn't attach it to there. Never mind. I probably. Oh, I did send it to you. Never mind. I don't have it. Yes.
I'm looking it up in Discord.
Yeah, I did send it to you. I apologize. I forgot what his stat block was. I gotta rewrite it because Dredd found it somewhere and sent it to me, and then I never did anything with it. Anyways.
Fair enough.
Anyways. Yep, so you've hit the bones. They burned a little bit. What do you want to do? It is quiet out here.
What's the area like to the? Were we driving on a road?
You were on a path, yes. To the left and the right is uneven grasslands. You can do it. Maybe a little difficult, but you can definitely go through there.
Yeah, I'm taking us on a wide arc around the bones.
Okay.
And
You taking
can
it?
I prepare my mask spells?
Yes.
Just in case something happens?
Yes, I will let you do that.
Yeah. In case something happens, I'm having that prepared.
Okay. Roll me for going off the trail. You have a choice. Actually, you don't have a choice. Animal handling, to see if you can get these horses to cooperate and be smooth on this off-road path.
16.
16. Okay. It's a little bumpy. You're kind of moving about. And as you're kind of going, at some point, the cart jolts a little bit. And Cal kind of partially, he falls out a little bit because he was not prepared for this. And he was looking around seemingly paranoid, and kind of lands on his feet kind of next to the cart. And as he does, you see him kind of shake off the fall or whatever before he slightly sinks into the ground. He looks down and looks up to you, and before he can say anything, he seems to just get into the ground.
A horse?
Cal. Cal just got
What?
pulled into the earth.
Um, I'm just gonna pull out one of the vials of my poison and throw it onto the ground. I want to see what happens.
You throw it to the spot of where Cal disappeared. It breaks and just kind of sits there in the unsettled dirt.
Draka, you can do that whole worm transformation thing. Maybe you could tunnel down there.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure he's gone.
As you say that,
Screw this. I'm about to get down.
as you say
Mhm.
that, a very familiar looking thing, very familiar worm looking thing, erupts from the earth and bites down on one of the horse's heads, tearing the
What?
front
Wait,
half of the horse away from the rest of its body and dragging
I
that part into the ground. I'd like you all to roll initiative for me, please.
what just
Oh,
did that? I
good
just took a piss.
God.
I just walked away and took a piss. What the hell just did? What did that?
We're playing Tremors now, boys.
The ground is lava.
Cal has been pulled under the ground, and one of the horses has been ripped in half.
I got
Yo,
a
how
21.
You got 21.
Yeah.
how ironic
26.
is it that the fortune teller was the first one to get pulled down?
What did you say, Andraka?
26.
Wow, Andraka was on point for this.
Choco's ready.
Initiative rolling in the app. And then I just realized I'll just go to the actual website itself and roll initiative.
Got an 11. Anyone have any websites for some good dice?
Gooddice.com.
22.
I'm lying. I'm lying
Damn,
to
we're
you.
rolling high.
Yeah, okay. I knew that.
Wait, you rolled a what, Errol?
Yeah, 21.
Okay, so Journey is before you.
Apparently.
I need to roll for Cal because he's technically still alive. Let me roll for the creatures that you are encountering at this very moment.
Creatures more than one? Silence. I love
Okay,
that.
I'm writing down notes. I should probably technically roll for Magnus.
Yeah.
Technically, just roll his dice. I gotta roll with advantage because he's a barbarian.
He's part of us, just in spirit.
There we go. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Who have I not written down? Have you rolled yet, Leo?
Yes, I said I got an 11.
Oh,
Damn,
you
there's
fell,
the bottom of the totem
you
pole.
fell
Yeah,
down here.
that's what I said that right before I asked about the dice.
Andraka, you are the first in the initiative.
So I did prepare that transformation.
Yes, I would let you have it, or you can have already transformed by this point, if you would have liked.
I definitely would.
Yes, in response to the horse being ripped in half, you would have jumped off the cart and transformed.
What would I transform into? What's my limitation?
The one at the bottom of that list that we established last time.
You think I'm gonna remember that?
It was the worm we talked about and everything after the worm.
Okay, that makes no sense to me.
Okay, you have the worm, you have the vermis, you have the ostrich, you have the other worm thing we did, you have the crocodile thing we did, we have the other worm. I think these were all the low tier ones you did. Yeah, it's all the ones that were like challenge rating
Okay,
9.
okay.
Yeah. You sent me like 50 things. There's like 5 of them that were on the list.
I sure did.
You were on a roll for a little bit.
I don't know which one's gonna be good.
Probably one of the worms.
I believe in you. You can do this.
I'll turn into the ostrich.
Okay. Who's revving up? Who the fuck is revving up right now?
Let's get ready.
Let's get ready to rumble. Okay, you're one of those now. Yes. So you all see Andraka become a practical, just smorgasbord of random bones. What do you want to do, sir?
Hey, Chard.
No.
All right, good. Just make sure.
The thing went back underground, right?
Yep, the thing went right back underground.
Well, I guess I don't know where it is. So I'll just... Can I prepare one of the songs?
Yes.
Okay, I'll just do that.
What song are you
whenever
preparing?
it shows back up.
Which of the songs are you
Which
preparing?
one? The Stunning song.
Okay. Fine by me. Journey,
Yo,
it's your turn. There's no
seeing
enemy.
all this wild bullshit go
You
down.
saw Cal just get sucked into the earth and a horse get ripped in half.
She probably shriek. What's that little shriek? Like, what the fuck? It's tremors here. So she reaches into her pouch and pulls out an orb
Ouch.
She's
and
calling
summons
Boltian.
Boltian.
My boy Boltian, the dog appears before you and lets out a bark, awaiting orders.
Hey boy, Cal just got abducted by a giant worm thing underground. I was wondering if you could teleport down there and maybe chase it down through its tunnels as it burrows.
You see his ears fold back, and he almost seems to cower away from the idea. And then he kind of looks. He kind of looks down at the hole. Alright, it's not really a hole. It's just kind of the dirt's been moved and put back in place. He just kind of. He's debating if he wants to go or not.
I'm not going to force you. I'll leave it up to you.
Kind of lets out a whimper and kind of looks between you and the hole, but he's not making a decision just yet. Is that everything you're doing?
I'm going to see if I have any bonus actions. So, I'm going to use Cantrip Master. Cast Thunderclap into kind of like that loosened dirt.
Okay.
I'm just gonna sonic blast the dirt and disturb it all. Hopefully, by loosening it all, we'll be able to kind of like see it as it burrows through the ground, even if it isn't right on the surface.
The dirt shifts a little bit, but and some of it kind of sinks a little bit, but other than that, you can't tell anything.
Okay.
Magnus
We'll
is simply
see.
going to Rajay, and he is just going to await something to try to attack him. Errol, how would you like to prepare for whatever is coming?
I'm gonna. Is there trees around?
No, this is a grassland.
I'm gonna take to the skies. I'm gonna tell Toothless to buckle up, Chucklefuck.
He lets out a kind of like a mix of like a growl and a bark as if to acknowledge you. All right. And Draka. You feel the dirt shift to your right. And I need you... What's your AC right now?
17.
I need you to roll me a strength saving throw.
That is 24.
24. You pass that. You're going to take 31 points of slashing damage as the mouth... 31. As one of the worms comes up and bites at you, but is unable to try to drag you into the ground. Next, who's all out of the cart? Out of curiosity, who has exited the cart by this point? Is it just well, Arrow's in the sky and Draka's on the ground. No one else has left the cart, right?
I mean, to my knowledge.
To your knowledge, no. Okay.
I mean, I'm leaving Toothless's position up to your imagination.
Yeah, he's still in the cart.
Oh, fuck. Well, what do you have left?
A recreation of the previous encounter with the horse. The other horse is torn in half. But this time from the middle. As the worm comes up from underneath it as it is stepping about and it is torn in two. Its head still moving as it kind of twitches on the ground from half of its body being removed.
That's not gruesome at all. Would I be able to react to this?
Probably not. These attacks by these worms are very quick. You would, however, notice the pile of bones do start to shift and start forming into something. The burned bones, by the way, the ones that were slightly burned. And from them, you hear kind of a whistling. Kind of a high-pitched whistling. And I'll say, Errol, roll me a con save. Errol, you're muted.
Yeah, sorry, my mom was asking me questions.
Oh, sorry. Okay, I wanted to make sure you knew you were muted. I asked you to roll a con save. I don't know if you heard that.
No, I didn't.
Con saving throw for me, sir.
I have advantage. First one's a 21. Yep, I will take that.
This high pitched sound seems to almost rattle your body. You would take, let's see, that's 16, 23, 25. You're going to take 17 points of thunder damage. As your head feels rattled and your whole body just aches from this noise that you heard.
Love it.
And the bones are going to start to make their way towards the cart.
Damn, if only someone didn't shoot him.
All right. And a moment later, after you hear this loud, high-pitched noise, as well as the appearance of 2 worms so far, you hear a loud gasp from the back of the cart. Actually, no, you don't hear that. Scratch that. You hear something digging next to the cart. And
I'm gonna whistle. Oh no.
when you turn and look, you see a fairly decent size mole kind of crawl out of the earth and then become Cal, who's panting heavily and blood dripping from a decent portion of his body.
Oh, good lord.
But he's on his hands.
Is it Cal?
Yeah, Cal came up. So you would have recognized this as him polymorphing into a mole, crawled his way back up to the surface, and is now sitting on the ground on his hands and knees, panting heavily as blood is just dripping from him. And you see several slashes around both legs and a part of his torso. It's now Leo's turn.
Finally. Alright, mage armor. First off. Casting that bit. And motherfucking is Arrow still up in the air? Or
Yes.
is he getting knocked out of the sky?
No, he staggered a little bit in the air, but that was it. He's still in the air.
I need to read one of my feats real quick because I'm trying to go up there.
You can fly for a minute.
Okay, it was a minute. I needed to know the length. All right, maybe it's not worth it then. Okay. Where's everyone else right now? Because I'm still in the car, right?
You're in the cart. Journey's in the cart. Galnora's in the cart. Toothless is in the cart. Errol's in the sky. And Drac is next to the cart. And then Magnus is also next to the cart.
Is Galnor at the bottom of the initiative?
She is. She was caught off guard by this entirely.
And I don't see any moles, right?
The mole that you saw was Cal.
Okay. Fun. Well,
He was
there's really
for operational security.
what?
That was a spy joke.
I could cast True Sight, but do I want to do that? Probably not. It's probably not gonna help.
True sight is not X-ray vision. I will say that.
Yeah. No, that's why I say it's probably not gonna help. So there's really nothing I can do. So, I'm just gonna. Am I able to save my bonus action till when a mole pops out?
It's a worm, but yes, you can save your bonus action to.
Cool.
Or, do something about the bones crawling towards
the bones are crawling towards the cart. They are
I forgot about that.
15 feet away from the cart by this point.
All right, never mind. Yeah, never mind. All right.
Rattle me bones.
So there's no one near the bones, yeah?
Nope, no one is near the bones.
All right, I'm gonna cast Fireball.
Okay. Bones.
At 5th level.
The bones roll their save.
Actually, not 4th level. 4th level.
What is the damage? Roll the damage.
My damage is drum roll, please. Someone give me a drum roll.
No.
I said someone give me a drum roll, or I'm not rolling damage.
But
Okay, it does no damage.
37.
37. These bones are engulfed in these flames, and it walks as if nothing happened. They are burnt, but it doesn't seem to affect it all that much.
I just wasted a 4th level spell. That's gay.
It's all a part of the experience. Is that the end of your turn?
Suppose it is. That was my bonus action, so obviously, unless I could save a bonus action I don't have, which I'm all for.
No. No. All right. Galnora, you watch as she draws both of her blades. Let's see, I'm double checking. You watch as she slices her hand, her arm with one of these blades, and the blade seems to ignite with electricity. She lets out a slight hiss as she does this before she's going to rush the bones. I need to double check how much damage she has to take herself because of her blood right. It's a D8. Okay. Extra D8 of damage. Oh, she took 1 point of damage. Oh, cute. Alright. She is now going to attack the bones with her 2 swords. As she draws both, you see one of the blades is this pure black alloy of some sort. The other almost seems to be a silvery blade that almost seems to produce a slight, almost like moonlight glow to it. And she is going to attempt to strike this entity 2 times. She's going to hit the first, and she's going to hit the second. So I'm just going to roll all of her damage. I need to check this thing's resistances to make sure that I'm Gucci. Okay. So it's going to take... Math is hard, bro.
Dude, I feel you on that.
Aren't you a math major?
Yes, I'm not proud of it, but you know, not good. I can't do it in my head. I'm not good at that. I understand what I'm doing. I'm not good at doing it in my head. All right. And she does her 2 attacks, and it is now. It's back to Indraka, who can see the rattle me bones. You did have that song saved. Did you want to use it on the bones as they got close enough, or?
I mean, I was saving it for the worms, but I could.
Oh wait, you did see the worms come up, so like, I'll have the worms roll quick. I'm sorry. We'll slip this in here. We'll slip this in here. What you were doing the stunning one? No fucking way did I just roll that. That's disgusting. Okay, we're gonna retcon a little bit because I made a mistake. The worm that ripped the horse in half is still on the surface.
Oh, what? Can we rewind quite a bit then?
No, we got you would have hit the bones. It would have been.
I mean, obviously I wanted to attack a worm first.
You can get it next time. I'm sorry. I made a mistake and I need to fix it, and I'm fixing it now. Jared, roll the damage for the stunning song. It's 4d8 or 4d10.
I got it.
Okay.
35.
Saucy damage, sir. Okay. Now we'll do your turn, Andraka. I apologize for making mistakes.
Okay. What does the recharge mean?
You have to roll a d6. If you get a 5 or a 6, it recharges. If you don't, you roll it at the beginning of each turn, essentially, to see if you have it, or the end of each turn.
I can roll that right now.
Yeah.
And then Journey's up next, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And then Magnus.
So the worm is still out of the ground in front of me?
Yeah, it's laying on the ground, kind of like locked in a position. Kind of part of this horse dangling from its jaws.
I'm gonna hit it twice.
Okay.
That's 21.
That hits.
And then 11.
Those both hit. What kind of damage are you doing? Because I know it has different types for the strike.
11 hits, what the fuck?
Or not a hit. Sorry, 11. Sorry, fuck me. I'm saying bad things. No. Just
Okay.
the first one. I'm sorry.
That's 20 slashing.
20 slashing damage.
No, bludgeoning.
Bludgeoning damage.
No.
Okay.
Spicy.
Spicy damage. This isn't grounded. Only Jared would have got that joke. I feel like no one else here plays grounded. Anyways. Is that everything you can do, Jared?
The aura I give off, would that go right now?
It doesn't affect them because they are also producing that.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah,
that's all.
Okay. Journey. It's your turn.
Yes. I will have my familiar, my polecat,
Yes.
run over to Galnora and sit on her shoulder.
Okay.
Just self-harm stuff. If she does inflict greater harm to herself, I can heal her up.
Okay. Your little tabby cat climbs onto the back of her half-plate armor and is just kind of clinging onto her back.
Oh no, polecat's like a. Never mind. It works.
Oh, I know what you mean. I'm sorry. Yeah, you're a little cat. I say tabby cat because that's just the first thing that comes to my head every time I think of a cat. Your little cat is on the back of, or was it a weasel? I thought you had a weasel.
Yeah, a polecat's
a weasel. Sorry. Now your weasel's on her back. It's clinging onto her back. He's just doing his thing. I forgot that polecat is a weasel. It's another name for a weasel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your weasel is hanging onto her back. Yes.
How far away is Cal from me?
Cal is next to the cart.
Okay. I guess I'll use my movement or whatever to kind of move over to the back of the cart and reach out to him.
Okay.
And I do cast Cure Wounds on him.
Okay.
At the let's cast that at the 4th level.
All right.
And that will heal him for give me the results thing. The app, I don't care for it. Okay. Do you have it in the log? I'm sorry. Oh, 19. He's healed for 19.
Healed for 19 points of damage. All right. Some of his wounds heal, and he kind of glances up to you and gives you kind of a very gratified nod.
Yeah.
I think you have your bonus action.
That was my bonus action, I believe. Was healing.
Then you have your action because your familiar technically has its own movement. So.
Okay, I wasn't sure about that. Thank you. So, do you say the worm thing is still on the ground?
The one that's at the front of the cart is still it's on the ground, kind of holding a ripped up chunk of like the center of this horse, just kind of blood dripping from it and like various organs kind of falling from its jaws as it's unable to try to pull this thing
The
off
horse
the ground.
had like a harness and all that kind of stuff on, right?
Yeah, it's torn through the harnesses and stuff.
But it's eating it, right?
I know what you're planning, and I don't like it. It hasn't really eaten anything yet. It's in its mouth, but you can see the little pieces of harness and the metal brackets. I know what you're doing.
Yeah. Heat metal.
Yeah.
Heat metal.
I'm gonna cast heat metal at the 3rd level.
I don't know if you could tell, but I was squinting my eyes at you suspiciously as I knew exactly what you were planning.
When are we not trying to pull some BS?
The other party does the same shit, so like not quite the same shit, but like very similar shit. So
Okay, it'll take 13 fire damage.
hot diggity damn. All
Those were rentals.
Now that we are done with your turn, Magnus is going to go. The one who can see the worm. He is going to run over to said worm, and he is going to swing his axe at it. The first one hits. Second one, well, he does have advantage because it is stunned. Second one misses anyways. And the third one hits. So he lands 2 attacks. And he is going to do a total of... Oh, he does do slashing. He does... Well, you guys can see the percentages. You can add the numbers. 3... Okay. And he hacks and slashes. And we're going to go to Errol. Errol, it's your turn. You can see the Rattle Me Bones that Galnora is attacking, and you can see the paralyzed or the stunned worm.
It's up at bottom.
I am going to attack the worm.
Okay. Roll attacks.
These are going to be stunning strikes as well.
It is stunned currently, but yes, you can also do stunning
Oh.
strikes.
Wait, if it's over... Okay. Okay. Alright. Actually, I'm going to punch it once in the face. The face hole.
Okay.
I think my unarmored is... No, why is my unarmored just 0? What the hell?
Your unarmored strike?
Yeah, it just says 0. I think the armor's screwing with it. Hold up, let me just... Yeah, it does. That's good to know. Okay. I'm gonna hit it with the quarterstaff then if I can't see the stats. I'm gonna hit it with the quarterstaff once. Is 19. Does that hit?
Your unarmed strike shows 0 next to it?
Yeah, my unarmored strikes appear as 0 for some reason. It's 1d6 plus 5.
Oh, it didn't show that for me at first, and now it does. Okay, I refreshed the page. I don't know. Yeah, so yeah, what did the armor do to you? Are you attuned to it?
It made me not a monk.
You did attune to it. What the fuck? I don't know what happened. I don't know.
We'll just call it some specialty BS.
I think if you took it off, I don't think it affects your stat sheet at all. And we'll just not fill in.
Yeah,
your
if I take it
slot.
off, I could see the attack.
Yeah, it's not
how
good.
much damage
You
it
just
does.
just don't have an attunement slot filled in that spot. I guess is essentially what happens. Okay, so you rolled what for the attack? I mean,
19.
that hits. Roll damage.
Oh wait, I need a d6. That is 10 damage. I'm gonna hit it with poison spray.
So the first strike is 10 damage.
Mm-hmm. Bludgeoning.
Okay. And then a poison spray. Stunned
With a
automatically.
con of 13.
Oh, con save. Con save. I can do that. That's a save. It succeeds.
Alright, so it's gonna take half of this, which is half of 15, or 7, I guess.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna use a flurry of blows and I'll punch it 2 more times.
Alright.
That is a 23, and the other one is a...
Those both hit.
Well, bludgeoning. Oh wait. Oh, I did that wrong. First one was a 6 plus 5. That's 11. Second one is 6. That's 17.
So 11 and 17? Or 17
Yep.
total?
17 total.
Okay. All right. First one doesn't move. The second one is going to pop its head up about 15 feet away and look straight towards Jorny and is going to regurgitate several pieces of earth that are going to fly in your direction. Journey, you are going to take from this attack. I need one more dice. You are going to take in total 10, 17, 20, 22, 24. You're going to take 30 points of bludgeoning damage.
Jeez.
And the cart underneath you, those of you that are still in it, is going to shatter in half. As those of you that did not get hit are going to be able to land on the ground nice and good. Journey, I need you to roll an acrobatics check to catch yourself as you fall.
19.
You land almost cat-like. Even though you just got clobbered in the face with mounds and mounds of dirt, you land on your feet.
Hellish Rebuke.
Okay. What does it got to roll?
Dex 18.
Alright, roll damage. I think you roll damage
Okay.
regardless, but roll damage.
It's going to take 20 fire damage.
Spicy.
Spicy hot.
Alright.
See, good.
Yes, yes, yes. Kill
Love
him.
that chicken Popeyes.
I gotta see if this thing recharges. What the fuck just happened to my dice? Dice just went on an adventure. Okay. You see the mound of bones kind of reform and strike at Galnora 2 times. I think both hit her. Yeah, both hit her. And she is going to take a portion of damage that I will roll for. Yes, yes, yes. 13 for the first strike. 16 for the second, so 29 in total is what she takes. Plus, you see it then begin to start spinning in a circle. And she needs to roll against this. She fails. So she's going to end up taking more damage. Where's my dice? I need more damage dice. $26, 26, 29, 45 points of damage.
Jeez.
As this thing just slices her up, and she kind of staggers slightly and kind of almost crouches on one knee for a second, kind of blood dripping from her mouth. And she's almost snarling by this point. Cal, it's now Cal's turn, who's going to get to his feet. Kind of brushing himself off a little bit before he's going to return the favor to you, Journey, and he is going to lay a hand on you and cast a 6th level Cure Wounds,
How's the goat?
healing you to 37 points. Probably
30
overhealed you. Yeah, probably overhealed you, but he's doing
He
37
overhealed
points.
me. He's the goat.
And then as his bonus action, oh my god, why is Cal's character sheet freaking out? I can't grab this anymore. Oh, there we go. Yeah, he's not gonna do anything for his bonus action. Leo, it's not to you.
Let's go. What's on the field right now?
You see the worm. The other worm came up, spat at Journey, and then sunk back into the ground. And then you see the pile of bones that just ripped up Galnora.
Wait, is Gamala dead?
No, she's still on her. She's on one knee right now, kind of recoiling from the strike, but she's bleeding pretty heavily.
Right, that's tight. I can still see the worm, right?
Yeah, you can still see the worm. He's still stuck on the ground.
Any proof that it is resistant to psychic damage yet? I know you love doing those enemies.
No one's used a psychic attack.
Alright, Rowlithim's lance, let's go.
Roll an attack.
The good old
Or is it
1, 2.
a saving throw?
It is a saving throw, intelligence of 19.
Yeah, you roll your damage.
Yes. 86. I got 28. That is quite. I should not do that bad, I guess.
Okay. You strike this thing as it struggles to let out a shriek of pain. Blood kind of pouring more from the injuries it's already accumulated than before.
Got a question. Where am I right now on the battlefield?
You are next to the remains of the cart.
Fun.
Within 10 feet of this worm.
Cool. So if I were to back up, it gets opportunity, or is that 5 feet?
It's stunned, so it can't move. And
Oh yeah, wait. Wait, it's relatives.
no, it's a saving throw of intelligence. It doesn't get affected by the stun status effect.
It is incapacitated until the start of your next turn if it failed.
Well, he's already stunned, so.
I mean, isn't incapacitated worse than stunned? And by worse, I mean for the thing that is.
Incapacitated.
I would argue stunned is worse.
Incapacitated and stunned are almost the same thing. There's like a slight difference that I don't remember off the top of my brain.
I have the website pulled up. Let's see. Incapacitated creature can't take actions or reactions.
Yeah, stunned is the worst version because you can't take actions and you automatically fail strength and dex saving throws.
One of the things in stunned is it's incapacitated.
Yeah.
Nice. Alright, anyways. Okay, well, where in relation to me and to the worm in front of me did that other worm peek out? Like, if I'm facing the worm, did it come out behind me or what?
It came out to your right about 30 feet.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna nonchalantly walk in the opposite direction.
Towards the bones?
Oh, alright, never mind. That's alright, so 3 directions is off, so I'm just gonna go in the only direction that's not off, unless it's in like a Triforce kind of thing.
No, they were the worm and the bones flanked the cart, so you can move.
Oh yeah, and the cart's on the other side. Behind
Yeah,
me. That's right. I mean, I can always fly up. Arrow's still up in the air, right? Chilling.
Arrow came down to punch the shit out of a worm.
Yeah.
He's by the
hands are
worm.
rated E for everyone.
Yep.
Does it cost me a bonus action to pull my wings out? I don't remember what the name of that.
It's a bonus action.
Bonus action. Alright, I'm gonna save my bonus action.
Because Cal has the same thing.
just in case anything gets like enemy gets like super fucking close to me, I'm gonna save it for that.
So it's a bonus action to bring them out. If you save that, you would just bring them out when an enemy got close. You wouldn't move anywhere.
I can't save my movement either.
No.
Makes sense. Okay, then never mind. Scratch that. I want to save. Well, I'm still gonna save my bonus action, but I'm not gonna save it for the wigs. I'll just save it to cast invisibility, I suppose.
Invisibility. Yeah, I guess you can't cast a bonus action. You have quicken spell.
Yes.
All right.
I have been using my sorcerer points whenever I cast this bonus action.
Yes.
You need not worry.
Galnora is looking very, very pissed off right now. And as her bonus action, she is going to go feral. You watch as this orcish individual begins to get bigger, surprisingly enough. Almost more bearish in nature. Shoulders widen out, head changes to that of a bear, claws extrude from each hand. She's a werebear.
Yo.
Oh God, that's hot.
And
You hear that, Journey?
Yeah, Journey knows how to pick them. She does. She has a fucking type: Lupin, Werebear, Tabaxi.
oh my god. I need to make one edit real quick so that this is done correctly, so the character sheet shows that she is doing the thing she is doing. There she goes. Okay. She is going to strike with her blades 2 more times on the Rattle Me Bones. The first one is going to hit. The second one will hit as well. And she's also going to try to bite the bones. And she's going to crit on that. Wow. We're rolling really good. So I'm going to write down her damage real quick. So you watch as she tears a decent chunk of bone away from this mass, actually shattering a few of the bones while biting down on them. It's 5, 13. And for her final attack, okay. Yep, and now it is Andraka's turn. As I'm finishing my math.
Okay. How close are the bones?
40-ish feet from you.
Okay, and there's only one worm still up
One worm
out of
is.
the ground.
It's just now regaining its ability. No, it's not moving. It's still stuck in place. Yeah, he's still sitting there.
All right, well, fuck him. I'm gonna do another stunning song.
That's is that a 60-foot
And
range?
I'm also gonna. Huh?
It's a 60-foot range. Yes. Okay.
Yeah. I'm also gonna hit the
Bones.
with it.
Yep. I will roll con save for both of them. All right. I roll your damage. The worm's dead. It doesn't matter. The worm's dead.
Hey, Opa.
That's 35 again.
2 worms, those there.
So the worm that was on the ground, as this song begins to come from Andraka, its form almost seems to vibrate and then just explode. Errol and Magnus, you are drenched in worm blood.
Where's the pile of bones?
It is kind of to your right, kind of 20-ish feet away in front of this werebear.
I'm gonna start punching it. I'm gonna
But
catch these hands.
it's not your turn yet. But when
I
you do
know,
that, yeah.
but
Um,
you know what I'm about to do.
Yeah, I know you're about to throw hands. All right, Andraka.
The hands are rated E for everyone.
You still got two more things.
Huh?
You guys don't you have two more attacks with your thing?
No, it's only one.
Oh.
Have you did it wrong?
No.
And made 2 mistakes this battle.
No, I haven't made a mistake. Not in this one. All right, Journey.
He doesn't make mistakes.
Well, I am going to, via my familiar, I'm going to cast. It's my bonus action. I'm going to cast a 5th level Cure Wounds on Galnora.
Okay.
So she gets to heal 28.
28 points of damage.
And then, this is a fun fact. Did you know that calcium is an inorganic material?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to cast 7th level Shatter on the skeleton, a bone creature.
Oh, Lord.
Which means it gets disadvantaged on the saving throw. Constitution 18.
You know what? You threw facts at me, so I'll accept this. You've convinced me.
I could confirm this as a material scientist.
What is the damage? Because I know it's half if it saves, and it's not if it doesn't. So.
Okay. So that would do 41 thunder.
Some of the bones crack and shatter. It does manage to hold strong for the most part, but you do get a decent amount of damage off on it.
Cool. That's my turn.
Magnus is gonna try to go hit the bones because Magnus just hit things.
Yep.
Magnus did his hack and slash.
First hits, second hits. And he's going to do... Okay. Errol, it's your turn.
Punch.
Punch, punch, punch. Alright, roll attack.
Falcon!
Hands go burr.
Fist go burr.
19.
That hits.
16.
That
I'm
misses.
doing flurry of blows as well. Alright.
Roll the damage for the first one real quick.
Alright. No. 11.
Okay.
Alright. That's a crit.
You put your fist through this mass of bones, and every bone seems to shatter and turn to dust.
Oh.
Hands.
Rattle me bones!
Hands be lethal.
I just thought about this too. Journey and Errol, I need you both to actually roll a con save real fast as well, because I just remembered something. We're not too late on it.
I'm so glad I have advantage.
Okay. So I got a nat 20, but I have -1. So 19.
I rolled a nat 1 initially, and then I got an 18.
Okay, you're good. You're good. Yeah. So you killed that. Congrats.
Avenge the horses.
Blood for the blood gods.
The worm, the one that has been evading most of you for the most part, is going to attack Magnus. And is going to hit Magnus.
How close is Magnus to me?
He is beside you.
Do I get an attack of opportunity?
Do you have anything that gives it if it enters your proximity?
Yes, I do. I have the whatchamacallit?
Sentinel?
Both. I have Whales of the Grave, which is when I land. Oh wait, no, that's sneak attack. I do have my feet though. I remember this.
Yes, most of us
Gift
have
of the
feet.
Gem Dragon. Needs to roll a Strength 18 saving throw.
The worm does.
All right. Yes.
Isn't that when it attacks you, not when it's within your range? Because it picked
it's when I take damage or you use a react. Okay.
Yeah, it picked Magnus as a target, and it's going to
Got me.
do. It would do 18 points of damage. He's only going to take 9. He's raging. And he must roll a strength saving throw, which is going to be really hard for him to fail. Yeah, he succeeds. It doesn't matter. And he manages to pull away from this worm as it. You can now try to punch it as it sinks back into the ground.
$17 hit.
No. You punch a rock. It really hurts.
Hell yeah. Failure hurts, man.
It slips back into the earth. You see, it's now Cal's turn. Cal is going to produce a pair of wings, and he is going to take to the air and kind of keep himself above everything. And you do see he has also drawn his crossbow and seems to have it at the ready. Leo. Both the pile of bones and the first worm are dead. The second has disappeared into the earth. It's Leo here.
Wait, what?
It's your turn.
Ah, I see.
The worm is dead. The first worm is dead. The bones are gone. And the second worm just attacked and went back into the earth.
Okay.
He's telling you to do your job.
Well, what is my job? How am I gonna hit it when I can't
Be a
see it and I don't
bard.
know his name? Alright, fair enough. Who's the most hurt? Is it still Galathium?
Galnora.
Who the
Yeah.
fuck's name did you just say?
Who did you just say?
What man did you try to summon?
I summoned Glathium, the destroyer of worlds.
I gotta write down this
Clearly, you
name.
know exactly who I'm talking about. You just said the name. Anyways.
I've written down this name. This character may appear at some point.
That's her
Hey,
brother.
you better have spelled it correctly.
No, I spelled this as I think it was spelled.
I'll be the judge of that. How is Galnora?
Galnora? She's still a little bloody. She's decently bloody. She's not as bad as she was.
Anyone worse than her?
Cal's about equal. Actually, Cal's about equal.
So what I'm hearing is they sound pretty good.
Like they're both covered in their own blood, but
they're able to stand up straight.
Yeah.
They're equally bad.
Well, Galnora is currently a bear at the moment, so.
Oh yeah, no, she's fine. I'm sure she's good. How far is Cal?
Cal is standing at the backside of the ruined cart. Actually, no, he's in the air. Sorry, he's flying in the air right now. He's about 30 feet above the ground.
Oh no, then I can't touch him. I'm gonna save my action. Can I save both action and bonus action for something?
No, you can only save one because it requires concentration.
Well, then... definitely want to save my action. And just to be clear, we don't know the worm's name, yeah?
No. Why would you know the worm's name?
Hey, I just had
We'll
to
call
ask.
him Chucklefuck.
Chucklefuck.
Just had to ask. It's just a thing you gotta do, man. You don't understand. You're not a sorcerer. You wouldn't get it. I mean, Bard.
That's literally my main class is a sorcerer,
I don't know
bro.
about that. I might need to fact check that one.
L plus ratio plus who?
Ask? I don't know. I'm wondering that question too, to be honest. So I'm gonna save my action then for when the worm pops up,
Okay.
because there's no way I'm fucking diving into his hole that I'm pretty sure he covered, right?
Yeah, the holes generally cover themselves back up when it goes down.
True. Yeah, I knew that. Yep. Okay. Well, then that's what I'm. That's what I'm doing.
Okay. Galnora is going to back towards the cart, preparing herself for when the worm makes a reappearance to try to attack it, and she's going to try to position herself to almost guard Journey. And Draka. Rattle me bones.
I will also prepare an attack.
Okay. What would you like to prepare?
My 2 strikes.
Okay. A sandwich. That's what he wants to prepare. No. Journey.
Well, she is going to cast Cure Wounds. And not the most exciting spell, but as my bonus action, she is going to cast Cure Wounds at the 4th level on Galley.
Okay.
It's a little pet name for her. So she's going to heal 25.
Okay.
She looking a bit better.
Most of her wounds look to be mostly closed. The ones that aren't don't look to be bleeding anymore.
And then I'm going to prepare... can I prepare a bonus action for when the worm
What bonus action would you like to try to prepare?
I'm going to cast... Sorry, my cat's now standing on me.
That's a cat.
I'll cast Eldritch Blast using Cantrip Master as my bonus action for when it pops.
Okay. Magnus is going to simply just stand where he is and wait for something to happen. I need to double check that he has persistent rage, so he doesn't need to get hit in order to keep his rage up. Oh wait, he did take damage. Yeah, he's good. Yeah. Errol.
What's poppin', mama?
Don't call me mama.
Alright.
You can. You do your thing. You don't see the worm anymore. It's underground.
It's underground.
Yes.
I'm gonna hurl insults at it.
Alright. Errol yells derogative terminology at this worm.
Any of them slurs?
All of
Yes, all of them.
Good. Trying to make sure.
A lot of them are avian slurs, but still. So a lot of them you just don't
A
understand.
lot of them are also like mage slurs. Errol really doesn't like mages.
All right.
I think we don't have any mages here, just like magic users or bards, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah, luckily we don't have any mages.
Thank God we don't have any of those.
Oh my God, who wants them?
I do hear though, usually like some of the mages, you know, in my experience, they're pretty attractive. But that's just what I've heard in my experience.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to disagree, Chief.
You can disagree. It's a fact, but you can disagree.
Errol, where are you
Anything
standing?
else?
I want to figure out where everyone's standing real quick before I say what happened
I,
next.
I would be standing on top of where it had buried, just yelling derogatory slurs at it.
Okay, so you and Magnus are there. Galnora
Yep.
and Journey are by the broken cart. Are you near them, Leo?
Well, I haven't moved at all, so I guess maybe.
Yeah,
I don't know. That's up to you.
you'd be a few feet away from them. Okay.
I did save my action to when the worm comes out. So
Yes. The worm does make an appearance
would have thought.
Good.
in front
Call
of
it some slurs.
in front of Galnora, Journey, and Leo. I will let you all do your bonus your little special things once it's done its thing.
Right.
You watch as its jaw unhinges
Fun.
and it vomits
Okay.
up pounds and pounds of just solid earth.
Oh.
Onto each of you.
Honestly, that was
I'm
a
now
fun-
yelling fat slurs.
I need you all to roll me a dex saving throw.
Dexterity. Yo.
19. Dirty.
I don't have enough dice anymore. There we go.
13.
24.
You're not a part of this.
Oh.
Can it be acrobatics? Question mark.
No, it's a dex saving
That's it.
throw.
I know that was a sarcastic question.
What did you say you was again?
13.
13. Galnora passed with flying fucking colors. Galnora and Journey. You end up taking. Let me do my math here. 7, 16, 24, 32, 39, 44, 51. You take 25 points of bludgeoning damage. Leo,
50, I take it.
51 points of bludgeoning damage. As the other two manage to keep the dirt from covering them, you are just engulfed in this and knocked back. You're not knocked down, you aren't prone, but you take a hefty blow from this.
Like, that pissed me off. I will not lie.
And
Yeah.
it is going to keep on the surface.
Let's go.
As all of you get your now you all can make your attack of opportunities.
Wait,
Or your-
so do
your-
I get 2 attacks?
You can
then?
just
No,
pound
it's
it.
just not attack of opportunities. What your prepared actions. It's
Oh,
not
it's
moving,
just-
so it's not attack of opportunity.
Okay, to hit 10.
That misses.
Wait.
Okay.
You're not the only one who prepared something.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that was my question.
Cal misses his shot. He fires a crossbow bolt. Due to just the dirt flying through the air, his crossbow bolt just seems to disappear somewhere within the dirt. With your Eldritch Blast, you should have 3 blasts, even though it was a bonus action. Journey. So you should have 2 more rolls with that.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Here, let me roll those for you. So,
You don't have to apologize to me, bro. I swear, you're good. I'm just letting you know.
roll it again. 11.
That
Miss.
misses.
It's a 6. It definitely misses.
Yeah.
I was rolling like fire before, but then.
Galnora
Oh.
also misses her strike as she goes to swing at it, and then the dirt kind of causes her to stagger back and forces her to miss her swing.
Oh, it's okay, babe.
I
Leo,
got
what
a
did you-
dirty 20.
You didn't have anything saved, did you? And you're not close enough.
I have no idea. I
Evan's
don't know.
Evan's just rolling. Evan's just like, I want to be included.
I'm
I
just rolling,
just want to be included, bro.
I'm just checking my stats.
Leo, what did you want to do?
I'm pointing at him. He needs to make a Constitution saving throw, DC 19.
Con saving throw. Okay. What are you're doing? Finger of Death, I assume?
Yep.
Roll the damage.
I got 70. My God.
Leo's the butt monkey.
Jesus.
Whips out Finger of Death.
You point at this thing and you see a blotch of necrotic energy kind of form under its skin. And as it kind of spreads a bit and causes a bit of pain, you almost see other parts of the body seem to darken and seem to combat the energy that you've put into it. It is hurt. Just not as hurt as you expected it to be. And it is now... It's Cal's turn. Who's in the air. Cal is going to cast a spell. You know what, actually? Cal will not cast a spell. Cal is going to shoot a crossbow bolt at it. Cal's going to miss. Yeah, that's Cal's turn. Leo, it's now your turn.
Yo. If only I could do Finger of Death again. However, that would not be smart, actually. Oh, wait. No, that just... Never mind. Alright, anyways. Alright, well, Ralathim's Psychic Lance seemed to do wonders, so... I think I'll just... How damaged does it look?
This one's fairly fresh.
So, like, not really that damaged.
No, compared to the other one, this one is very, very fresh. Like, he only got hit once up to this point.
Okay, then yeah. Ralathim's Psychic Lance at 6th level then, so I don't have any 7th level or 6th level slots left. Intelligence saving throw, 19.
Roll the damage, because it's half regardless.
Yep. It is 41. Sheesh.
Doing math here. Math is hard. There we go. Okay. It lets out a roar of pain, but seems to shake off any effects that this one causes.
My turn is not done, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, remember, oh, it was Witch Bolt. Okay, that's what it is. Okay, I want to, oh, why didn't I fucking do this earlier? Man, I'm dumb. Dumb for that. Alright, I'm gonna cast Witch Bolt using my quickened
Okay.
spell stuff.
Roll an attack.
What'd you say?
Roll an attack.
Wait, hold on. Before I do, Witch Bolt is the one that is like a concentration thing where I could just...
If you hit the first one, it just automatically
Yeah,
hits
if I
every
hit-
time after that.
Okay, cool. Alright, rolling the attack. I got a nat 20.
Roll damage. It's doubled. So, roll the
doubled
damage.
all time, or-
No, damage dice are doubled.
Nope.
So you roll twice as many damage dice and just add the regular. No, you don't add a modifier because it's a spell. It's roll double damage.
Yo.
It's double the
This
dice.
shit about to be... I know how that works.
Okay.
Wait, double the dice or the number doubled?
It's double the number of dice that you roll. So if you roll
Dude.
like 2d8, you roll 4d8.
Oh, okay, well it did it automatically for me.
Yeah.
I got a 79.
79? Oh, you did roll
Yes.
cast it at 6th level. Holy
Yeah.
fuck.
No, I guessed that 5th level.
Yeah. This.
Leo's gonna single-handedly kill this thing.
Yeah.
Did I just do 160 damage in that one turn?
No, you did 90 damage in one turn.
Oh yeah, and then right before I did... How much did I do right before that? How do I bring up chat?
You said how much was it? 70 what?
79. Holy shit. 70 the first time with Finger of Death, but I guess it was halved. And then 41.
You rolled exactly its hit points.
Yo.
You fire this bolt of energy at it, and it electrifies its entire body, and it screeches in pain as it begins to swell, and then pop. You're all drenched in warm blood.
Oh,
Yay, more warm blood.
I want to act as if I'm not. However, obviously my eyes are covered. Or closed, I mean, when I'm drenched. And then, pretend like, I'm not. Be like, all right.
You all are
so
now out of combat.
What's next?
Um,
Nonchalantly.
Journey's gonna pop the spell. Aura of Vitality at the 6th level.
Ooh.
I'm gonna be honest, I completely forgot I got damaged. I was at 16 health. I would
So-
have been fucked.
She's gonna heal herself for 17. Anyone else? It lasts for a minute. Bonus action. So yeah. Anyone who has been hurt, just heal 17, I guess.
Let's go.
Okay.
Can I cast Cure Wounds on myself while we're doing this?
Yes. Galnora, after this happens, kind of wipes away some of the blood from her face while still in the werebear form. Sheathes both of her swords before dropping the form, slowly going back to her orcish appearance.
Journey's gonna saunter up to her and say, "That was extremely hot."
She kind of
Stop being kinky.
she kind of
Leo, that shit.
she kind of gives you a smile. You can't tell if she's blushing or not. There's blood all over her. It's a little hard to tell if anything's happening. And it's not like regular blood. Like, this is like thick, like viscous blood. It's more chunky than anything else. Like, this is not
Ew.
ideal.
Then Journey will follow up by asking, how her wounds feel.
Kind of moves her shoulders a bit, and she says, a lot better than they were a minute ago.
Anything still bleeding?
Nothing of any concern anymore.
Well, any wound is my concern, and she'll kind of lay like a hand on her, on her cheek, and cast Cure Wound at the 3rd level.
Okay, roll that health for that.
My woman Journey here really moved on from Trinket fast. Goddamn.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She's a-
seriously.
So heal 16.
Yeah, you overhealed her, but but she went from
Just
having
giving Journey shit.
her nimble little thief to her big strong protector. Oh lord!
God.
2 hands. Okay.
A cat and a bear. It's the list we have right now. Oh, and yeah,
So-
and a dog.
I'm gonna go see if Boltion's okay. I know he didn't really participate in the fight, but I want to make sure my little guy's okay.
He reemerges from the bushes. He kind of bailed out after the cart got destroyed.
Well, it's okay. Did your best, and so give him a scritch behind the ear.
He accepts your scritches.
Is Toothless good?
Toothless was like running around. He didn't know what he was doing.
Toothless was just doing shit. He
Yeah.
was doing side quests.
Toothless was running around.
Andraka?
Actually, when Toothless does come back, he does have like a bone in his mouth.
Nice.
I'm not even gonna ask.
Andraka, you want to explain what that was?
Do you just make rattling noises because you're still bones?
I mean, I'm pretty sure I can talk.
I think you can talk. I'm pretty sure you made it that way. Yeah, you have language of the nearest creature. Yeah. Which is yours. It would just be yours, so.
Oh, I don't know, man.
But you shoot bones.
But-
That's how this started. You shot bones.
It was gonna start anyways.
Preemptive strike on a pile of
Well,
bones.
how did you realize that a fight was gonna take place? Why did you shoot it to begin with?
To be fair, it was a suspicious pile of bones in the middle
Would
of
you
the
not be
street.
suspicious of bones in the middle of the street?
I think that was just good intuition on his part, honestly.
I think this is more of a problem with you, Leo, not having common sense.
I don't know, man. Usually, in my experience, dead people are already dead, so I don't really think to shoot dead people again. Personally,
You've never heard of the good double tap?
You never heard of
Uh,
necromancy?
I double tap a lot of things, just not in this context.
Uh-huh.
Cal's face palming.
Errol is attempting to put a shotgun barrel in his mouth with him done in hand.
Look, man, all I'm saying is I killed the worm, so maybe cool it with the anti-asthma remarks, yeah?
Funny you say that. I don't remember asking.
I don't remember asking if you asked either, so I think we're even here.
Oh, someone's a little defensive.
I'm gonna start continuing north
No.
while
Zach, where's
they're
the map?
arguing.
Where do we go from here?
Yep.
Cal's following
follow.
quickly behind Andraka.
Yeah. Gary's just walking beside Galnora.
I'm riding Toothless.
Shoot about the horses.
Yeah, one is like the
It's
back
our
half of a
purple.
horse. The other one is like the back like quarter and the front quarter. Like the side of this is
They
not
got
pretty.
mauled.
Yeah, it is. It is not pretty. Like there are organs and chunks. It's a gory scene. It is not pleasant.
Dalgamane, did you get any, was Dalgamane able to get any souls from that?
You get the sense from him, whatever you guys kind of dealt with, he's not entirely sure what he pulled from. If that makes sense.
So it's not like a normal monster, it's like a summoned spirit dark entity, question mark?
He describes it as almost... He gained energy off of it. He's figuring out how he can utilize said energy because it's not a typical soul, it's something else.
So
And he...
if you would be able to possibly use it to get more attunements.
He'll let you know
Nudge.
when he figures out what he can do with it.
Really gonna hound him for that.
Yeah, and you can feel, like, now that he mentions it, you can feel this almost, like, unnerving energy kind of pulsating through you. It's almost like you feel like you're in a constant state of almost like a mild adrenaline rush. The same adrenaline rush you would get when you are in absolute fear and panic.
Interesting. It's not like the good kind. Like the I'm in danger.
Like, and it's not like causing you to have this adrenaline rush. Like, you're not going to burn out from this. You can tell that much. It's just you have that sensation. Like, it's like a nervous tick now that you have. Like, you always fiddling with one hand or leg is kind of bouncing or other things like that.
Okay. Interesting.
But you all continue your journey. Moving along the path, resting one night, which you all can mark yourselves as taking a long rest.
Good. I was losing some of my good spell slots there.
And after about day and a half, you arrive on the outskirts of the city, of Danskar, the place of which Andraka has been feeling called to. Upon arriving to the city, you do find it not like on the very edge of the city. You find a crowd of people, not just any ordinary people, but they look to be various mercenaries and kind of local guards that seem to be standing around an entrance to an alleyway between two buildings. With them, you also see this very, very well dressed tabaxi. A male individual, kind of dressed in these very, kind of very bright and vibrant robes. I'm pulling up his description specifically so I can give it to you. These very colorful, like high quality robes. This polished, like studded leather armor underneath them. You see him; he's a little irritated, and seems to have kind of a wrapping over one of his eyes at the moment. And you can see he's both hands just covered in various rings. Around his neck, he has this very nice ruby amulet, as well as a band sitting on his head, like some sort of helm of some sort. And he seems to be a bit irritated as he's talking to these individuals, kind of not quite frantic, but you can definitely tell from how he's carrying himself, he does appear to be a merchant of some sort, and he does seem to be very upset about losing money at the moment.
Oh, boo-hoo.
But yes, you see this crowd as you enter the town. You can't see into the alleyway from where you are, but you can see the crowd.
Is there... How large... You said there's a crowd, right?
It's like 20, 25-ish individuals, mixture of guards and mercenaries.
Got pickpocket. Go around.
You want to try to pickpocket guards?
Yeah, why not? You live once.
Roll a sleight of hand check, stealth check, and then a sleight of hand check.
Alright.
Now,
Stealth check is first.
I must ask, are you including the tabaxi in this pickpocketing?
Oh, no.
Okay.
Just like, is it only guards around?
Yeah, it's guards and these mercenaries that are around. None of them are dressed like lavishly by any means. They're just kind of like, you can tell they're either guards or mercenary because they're wearing the local kind of policing type garb and like leather armor, or they seem to be wearing like their own like dirty custom armor pieces with their own like weapons and stuff like that.
I want to check real quick if pass without a trace helps.
Pass out a trace would just make your stealth a +10.
Alright, that's a 37 then.
Okay. And now roll a sleight of hand check.
Alright, let's see. What is my sleight of hand? Sleight of hand is a +10. What is it, 26?
Going through this crowd, kind of going around and going about, you're able to get like 120 gold pieces. Other than that, kind of looking between each of these individuals, they all seem to just have basic swords and daggers and such. Nothing extravagant by any means.
Was I able to swipe any small valuables they might have had?
They really only had coin purses on them.
Oh, no bags of holding.
Nope, just coin purses.
Fair enough. Alright, I robbed them.
And I will say, while you were doing that, you did get a glimpse into the alleyway. You can see within the alleyway there's a kind of... this like dark mist that seems to have produced kind of an area of it that seems to be covering the ground. In the center of this area, there looks to be a like cart with its wheels that have been broken off. The door of the cart seems to be open, and inside, like the mist seems to be coming from the inside, but you can't see into the cart. And it's giving a very sinister vibe off of it.
And what city did you say we're in?
You are in Danskar.
Okay, okay.
I can describe the city to you real quick because I did not do that like I normally do, but you guys are on the edge of the city. It's kind of a small traveler's town. Like, this is a town that nothing really happens. There's like a trade market, there's guild halls, there's farmlands around the edge of it, but other than that, there's not much here. Like, this is not the town something bad usually happens in.
There.
Do I still feel my feeling?
You are drawn to the alleyway.
I'm going straight there.
As you
Give
kind
me
of
the signal, and I will put up in the darkness.
as you kind of move past these guards, the Tabaxi kind of almost tries to stop you and just says, "Wait. What are you doing?"
It's in your best interest to get out of my way.
He kind of raises an eyebrow and kind of not quite crosses his arms, but like crosses one arm across his head, the other one kind of like grabs the tip of his chin, and he says, "And what interest do you have in the cart?"
That's none of your business.
You don't even know what you're going in there to encounter. Considering that is my cart. And I'm the one who witnessed what happened.
Then what happened?
One of the items of my shop, something I had acquired zenith and a half ago, did something to my shop and changed it. And before
What
I
item?
it was an odd ring.
As soon as he says that, I'm just pushing past him and walking in.
All right. Well, if you fix this issue, I will be most gratified. He kind of turns back towards the crowd of people and just kind of, as he gestures, he says, "Why can't any of you be like that one, even though he's a lunatic who's going in?" What are the rest of you doing as this is happening?
I'm just standing next to the guy, but I'm assuming he hasn't noticed me.
He hasn't acknowledged you. You don't know if he has or has not noticed you, but he's definitely not acknowledging you.
I'm just gonna stand his back up.
Okay, so Andraka's going towards the cart. What are the rest of you doing other than Errol? Journey, Leo, what is it that you would like to do as this is happening?
Journey's just gonna follow Andraka and help
Okay.
however she can. She said she would help, so she's gonna help.
What's Cyril doing?
Errol is just standing next to the Tabaxi. Andraka's moving into the cart. Journey is behind him. Galnora would be next to her. Cal will be behind them, kind of looking nervous as he's kind of fidgeting with his tarot cards again. And Magnus is obviously going to be just following to get into a fight.
Everyone except it seems everyone's going in there, so I'm gonna not. They got enough.
Okay.
Stay with Daryl.
So I'm going to make a note of that. So as this occurs, this ending scene, I'm going to end tonight's session. Because I think this is a good stopping point.
I was expecting something to happen and then you ended.
Yeah, you guys are, most of your group is approaching the very dark and ominous cart.
Not the worst thing we've seen today.
Well, this is a different day.
Fair. Fair.
Still speaking facts.
But,
You don't know what Galathan and Journey have been getting up to on this day.
That is true.
oh my. Alright, if you guys enjoyed, I'm going to end the stream real quick and we can keep talking. If you guys enjoyed this stream, and you want to catch us in future episodes, follow the Twitch, join the Discord, or follow us on Twitter for updates whenever we stream. If you want to catch up on previous episodes or listen to other campaigns and mini campaigns that we've done or are doing, go check out the YouTube page. We have the nicely curated playlist for all of everything that we've done, and we hope you guys enjoyed. Hope to see you all in the next one. Peace.
So,